Even if you score 5-0 against them.
Barrister, we needed this win. It was a symbol of hope that we have something going.
Whether we win South Africa or not, they are already in.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying? They would have even, do it in Nigerian way and tell them to slow down for us.
So you should not slow down.
You go and offer them those things.
What are those things? What is that? What sets you apart from those that you accuse of doing stuff like that?
Because there's nothing to lose. Eh?
Oh my God.
I'm not getting your bribe.
Is that
no, we have told them. Now go and sit down. You have not told, just allow us. Yeah? Or you got the connotation. I'm trying to have something.
They catch us, we've been disqualified. It's a serious penalty.
That man who said that what money cannot do, more money will do it. I talk with those South African boys. So that can they miss the ball?
With the way they wanted to break our guys' legs. I pictured our guys.
They were playing as if
when did us left and right? I'm like, what's happening?
As if their life depended on it. These are people who are just 16 points ahead, 16 points. What are they looking for again?
It is well. Well, as Super Eagles, you did well. Thank you so much for representing. Different dynamics apply to these things, obviously. So people will blame the players and people will start blaming the coach now, but it is what it is. Let's just hope that something significant comes up. At least the Super Falcons made us smile in that regard in our sporting activities. They really did. And even the Tigers as well. So yeah, our female team they're keeping the flags flying. So in that place, we still have our rep. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Mwachiku and I invited Barrister Darlington to join us again today because of the technical situation we had yesterday. A couple of you wanted to have more exclusive time with him, and we also want to get your reaction as well on the program. So today you're the one that's going to be having the airwaves. We'll just discuss some things very briefly, and then at 8 o'clock we open the phone line so you can participate. The breaking news right now is that the Natural Gas Workers Association, that's Nupang, they have announced a suspension of its ongoing nationwide strike over its dispute with the Dangote Group. So Nupang had on Monday, declared a nationwide industrial action to protest the refusal of the Dangote Group to allow its workers join the union, particularly Nupang. Well, there was even a situation where one of the Nupang workers walked out of the meeting with the FG earlier today. But thankfully, they've been able to resolve the meeting and resolve the imbroglio. And apparently, parties reached an agreement at a meeting convened by the Department of State Services. The meeting was attended by the Ministers of Labor and Finance, as well as officials of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. Also, Sheyu Dantata led the Dangote management team to the meeting. Obviously, they've been able to kind of come to a resolve on what happened, and I hope that we'll have it that way for now, because Nigerians can't go through a situation where filling stations were shut. I heard in Anambra, in Imo, and even some northern states, filling stations were shut, and it grounded commercial activities in those states, especially for those who rely on transportation to go about their businesses, specifically commercial transportation. They couldn't go about their activities because some of the filling stations were shut down. So businesses were kind of ground to a halt in some states. So thankfully, this has been resolved. Now, you know that Akpabio-led Senate blocked Natasha Akpoti's September 4 resumption. And it's quite unfortunate. I'm going to read that out, and I want to understand what's the legal purview or the legal leaning to that. It's very, very scary as to what is going on. So the National Assembly says no administrative action can be taken on notification by Senator Natasha Akpoti to resume legislative duties in the Senate after the expiration of her 6-month suspension. The acting clerk of the National Assembly, Yahaya Danzaria, stated this in a letter addressed to Ms. Akpoti Udwagan regarding her earlier notification to resume legislative duties on September 4, following the completion of her suspension. Mr. Danzaria said that the matter was still sub judice due to a pending suit before the Court of Appeal. What does that mean? The fact that she cannot resume her legislative duties at the National Assembly despite the expiration of her 6-month suspension, and that the case is still in court, so it's sub judice. What does that mean?
Esther.
Sir?
In the first place, that excuse is not tenable.
The excuse that the matter is sub judice?
Yeah, that is under litigation.
Okay.
The suspension came before the court action. And they said explicitly 6 months, and that 6 months have elapsed. This lady ought to resume. Then whatever now happens with the court, whatever, you cannot take it up from there. There was never a time or a place where the court said that you cannot resume your duty. Esther, for God's sake, it was Natasha's constituency that sent her to the National Assembly. Not the leadership of the Senate.
Okay.
So they have no right to suspend her. As a matter of fact, they are gone against their own rule, house rule. 14 days now became 6 months. On what ground? Esther, on what ground? I said the way these people are doing this, our democracy, is so painful and so annoying. I just finished a show with a U.S. congressman. You know what he said? He said such a thing can never happen. That you can never, no matter what a lawmaker says in the House, you can't suspend him or her. He said they have not heard of such a thing. That he's even wondering where we copied our own democracy. The man said it. I'm not joking. He said it openly. That even this we are calling Senate President, there is nothing like that. It is the Vice President of America who will now come and preside if there is a tie in the House. That is the Senate majority leader that runs the affairs of the House. So when he hears some of the things happening here, that he used to be baffled. He was even wondering where we copied our own democracy, that it cannot be the same American presidency that we are practicing. The man was so surprised. He said it cannot, in fact, he said it can never happen. Nobody can dream of it. But here, it just happened and we don't move on. And you are telling me that we are not behind the human race. And when I tell you this, you don't take me serious, Abi. I told you that Nigeria is behind the human race by 50 years. These are the facts. Esther, these are the facts. You made your own house rule for 14 days suspension. And now somebody, because of arrogance and impunity, he took it to 6 months. And the court did not find anything wrong in that. And now that lady, like we just discussed, she may not come back to that house until after 2027.
So who are those representing her constituents?
What will they do?
Does the Senate have the rights to impede a certain constituent in a state from being represented? What about projects that are meant to be carried out in that state? Okay, is it the governor that is in charge, or is it Yahaya Bello, who obviously is no longer the governor of Kogi State? Or what exactly does that even mean?
Esther, what since had happened? A governor that was elected by the people was thrown out and suspended from office. And the military man is now doing the work of a governor. And even sworn in, elected the chairman or appointed local government chairman. Esther, look at what these people are doing to our democracy. Look at what they are doing to our... Esther, somebody will say, you don't like Tinubu, you don't like APC. Esther, how can I be happy with this type of behavior? No, tell me. Any sane person will never tolerate this type of behavior. Because we are destroying the institutions, destroying our democracy, destroying our future. What are we bequeathing to the junior ones or to the generation coming behind? What are we bequeathing to them? Esther, what are we bequeathing? Do you know that it will take over 50 years now for us to recover what the APC have done to us in Nigeria? 50 years will not be enough.
I want to understand what the legality is in saying that the matter is sub judice, and that's why
yes.
Sarah has asked her to resume. PDP has asked her to go to national and resume her legislative duties. So what is the legal? Where is the legal backing coming from for this?
Now, let me tell you. That's why I told her that excuse is not tenable. When a matter is in court, you don't take it to the marketplace and be talking about it and all that. You don't do analysis on it and all that. That's what it means, because the matter is before the court. So in order not to preempt the decision of the court, you cannot discuss or talk about it.
Alright, so let me read this. No administrative action Okay, I am further directed to inform you that your suspension was with effect from Thursday, March 6, and draw your attention to the fact that the subject matter of your suspension is presently before the Court of Appeal. The matter therefore remains sub judice until the judicial process is concluded and the Senate formally reviews the suspension in light of the court's pronouncement. No administrative action can be taken by this office to facilitate your resumption. You will be duly notified of the Senate's decision on the matter as soon as it is resolved. Please accept, distinguished Senator, the assurances of my highest regard. So what if the court decides to take their sweet time in resolving or coming to a conclusion on what matters? Until then, the people of Kogi Central will have no representative at the National Assembly.
Is akin to suspending this lawmaker, just like they blame Fubara.
I don't understand. It's akin to suspending the lawmaker.
The lawmaker, yes.
She's being suspended.
No. That is suspending her responsibility for her people, to her people. That you are telling her that the people of Kogi Central, you don't have a senatorial representative. That is the meaning. The same thing they blamed Fubara for doing. Esther, can you see contradiction? Even the court has frowned out that they don't need to suspend her. Because in that hollow chamber, whatever you do or say, you are covered. That is it. You are covered, because if you begin to mortgage the senators or the lawmaker, that means they cannot express themselves freely. That is why within that hollow chamber, whatever you say or do, you are covered under the law. So why have they not taken their own extra, what do you call it, taking extra measures against this lady because she's a woman?
My question is,
so many men have been dealt with in this manner, but they came back.
But Darlington, can you recall when this matter happened? What was the saying they told us? That the House has its mandate to institute disciplinary measures on any of their erring senators or House of Rep members based on their rules and regulations. I remember when that matter went to court, they were like, it is left for them to resolve it. A committee was meant to be set up in the Senate to understand what kind of punitive measures will be given to Natasha for not obeying. I think it was an ethics situation, which obviously was within the jurisprudence of the House to resolve. So in this particular case now, they are saying that until the appeal court does what it needs to do, why is the appeal court taking this long after 6 months?
All of a sudden, this Senate is not obeying court order. All of it.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lawal Kundaya, good evening. How are you?
Remember that after the appeal court, it will still go to the Supreme. I hope you know. Yes, now, if it is in favor of Natasha, Akpoti will appeal it. That's the truth. They will go to the Supreme Court. By that time, in fact, we will have been talking of 2028.
So what are the people of Kogi doing about this, especially Kogi Central?
What do you expect them to do in the first place? What do you want them to do? So
you mean no projects, no administrative activities, no developmental projects within that constituency has gone on for the past 6 months, and there's a tendency that it will elongate further?
And they will still go there to campaign for votes in the next election.
So all the monies that are meant for senators and House of Representatives, I heard 2 billion per month for their constituency project. Natasha has been denied it, or that Kogi Central has been denied it.
Of course.
So for the past 6 months, all of that money is being kept somewhere, or they are giving it to somebody?
Kept for who? Will you even ask for it? They will tell you there's no money. What will you do?
No, but is it right for a section of the people to be underrepresented and nothing done? And the monies meant to be allocated to them for developmental strides are denied them.
Esther, all the things they denied the Fubara, did you hear that they will give it to him back when
Barrister, there was an administrator there put in by the president. The president imposed somebody there to administer. Nobody is administering while Natasha is on suspension.
No. Akpoti is carrying out that responsibility now. He decides what happened in Kogi Central now. Akpoti decides, yes.
Is there any formal notice to that? Or it's basically how it is?
Who told you that you do things formally here? No, hold on. For you to have suspended her, that means you have taken away that right from the people of Kogi Central. You have taken it away from them. And so whatever you like, we can do with it. Just like the lawmaker, U.S. congressman we discussed with this evening was saying, he said that it is unheard of in the U.S. He said that for you to do this kind of thing, that is not done. It's unheard of. that no matter what you do or say in the hollow chamber, you are covered. It doesn't require all this suspension or whatever. He said it doesn't require it. But here, because of impunity and arrogance, you can see when little men have some small power like this, it enters their head and they begin to act like a god.
Who is a little man?
Who is a little man? Esther, no matter how big a man is, as long as he's acting like a baby, he's a little man.
So Pablo is acting like a baby?
Well, how do you describe it? When you are going against your own house rule, you say 14 days, Esther, 14 days, clearly stated and written. So what brought about 6 months?
It's actually funny how all of a sudden the house decides to follow its rule book.
Now, ask me, did that lady, did she kill somebody? What is that extra thing she did that warranted the 6 months instead of 14 days?
So what about the committee that was set up by the president to investigate this? Remember that the president, the NSA, the AGF, they were all part of an elite committee to look into the matter. So where
nobody was even invited though. Nobody, are you aware? Nobody was invited to even discuss that matter or to even ask questions. Both Natasha and Akpoti, none of them was invited. So the committee have just died a natural death. It's as simple as that. That is the type of democracy you are practicing. Nothing is formal here. They just wake up and take decisions.
Mr. Lawal Kundara, how do you see this development?
Barrister Darlington said that it will take us 50 years to put things back in. I would say it will take us like 500 years because we are not even in the verge of stopping. You know, when you stop, that's when you begin to grow. But we are not even stopping the falling. You get it? We are not stopping. We are still falling. So when are we going to stop to begin to now count that we are going up again? We are not. We are falling badly. Down, and down. So it will take us like 500 years before we can set this country back. Because what exactly, even, the National Assembly is, the Senate is sworn in to obey the Constitution. Am I right, Doctor, Barrister?
That is, they are
sworn in.
They are the lawmaker.
To obey the Constitution. The Constitution empowers you. Whatever law you made in your house, whatever regulations you made in the house is subjected to the Constitution. Your officer, whether you are Senate President, whosoever you are made that by the Constitution that you sworn to obey. And then you are acting outside the Constitution as if you are a dictator. I don't understand anymore. I don't.
Maybe we ask for democracy. We are seeing it now.
I don't. That's why we should ask the person who gave us this democracy in the first place. Where did you get your own? Yes, we should ask him. I think it was we should ask the president, former president Obasanjo, where did you get this democracy from? You tell us where you copy it from. You tell us which principles or philosophy you are using. It should come out because I don't understand what exactly is going on now. Where are we going to go? Everywhere now. We can't. Another cannot step somewhere. If you go to court and see the way they romance everything, and you'll be wondering what type of judgment is this?
Delay in the court, actually, because now when you say you're waiting for the court, there are talks that normally they're usually being induced or influenced.
So why are they buying their jeeps? Why is the executive buying them all this?
Now, wait. You know, it is only when the CJN is leaving office. During their valedictory speech, you now hear them telling us all the bad things they went through, how the politicians was inducing them, how judgment is now cash and carry, how the politicians did not allow them to work. Only when they are leaving office, go and read the valedictory speech of Ariwola when he was leaving office. I said, what? So this thing happened under your watch, and you are telling us that because you are leaving office, Abi? You can imagine all the injustices that were done.
Or you can talk about Malamina that is complaining about the government. We wonder whether you were not 8 years.
I went to visit him.
Thank God.
Okay, so the Nigerian police spent 22 million naira on 85 cartons of cracker biscuit for personnel on operations. This was released by Sahara reporters. Apparently, based on the government spend, it's the public payment portal on government spend, that's GOVSPEND. They actually revealed that the Nigerian police force spent 22.282 million naira on 85 cartons of cream crackers biscuits for its personnel on certain operations. In the first
So is it 10 years or once?
85.
85 cartons of cream
85
crackers. 85 cartons of cream crackers biscuits for its personnel on certain operations. In the first instance, the police spent 7.073 million naira to purchase 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits. That was the first instance, the first tranche. According to the details of the portal, the payment was made on October 26, 2023 to Danloki Systems Limited. The description read, being payment for the supply of 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits, dry ration for logistics requirements, consumables for personnel deployed to carry out discrete security ops and info gathering activities, with 7.073 million naira spent on 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits. Each carton would have cost 282,928.
Wow,
so if you look at the breakdown of it, for example, the first tranche, which is about payment of supply of 30 cartons of cream cracker biscuit as consumables and logistics. Another one being payment of supply of 25 cartons of cream cracker. That one is about 7 million naira. Then another 7 million for the same 30 cartons. And the report is quite extensive. So on April 21, 2023, the Police Formations and Command paid 6.558 million naira to Waste Fulfillment Limited for the supply of 12 packets of toilet rolls. That's color rolls, 48 rolls each per packet. Another payment of 6.8 million naira was made on July 27, 2023 to the same Waste Fulfillment Limited for the supply of 12 packets of toilet rolls. All right. So the survey revealed that the open market prices of color rolls, toilet rolls were far lower than what the police paid. And checks on the popular trading platform actually showed that rose color tissue paper roll, that is one bag of 48 pieces, cost 55,000 naira. On Konga, the same product sells for 50,000 naira. And at this rate, 24 packs of color rose toilet rolls, each containing 48 pieces, should not cost or more than 1.3 million naira. All of this is on GovSpend. They gave a breakdown. So, Barrister, what is this?
No, that is how police money. You see pensioners cry, you can see.
The recent protest that show where it was.
I said, look at where their police money is going. And the same police are the ones harassing citizens and other. Instead of asking their oga, where is our money? Look at it. Enter, look at the problem. This cracker biscuit, what result did he produce? At least you say it for
special operations.
Now, after eating the cracker biscuit, what result did they bring?
They become superpower.
The result of that operation, where is it? Where is it?
They cracked the cases.
Yes. Now, where is the result? If the product result would not have insecurity, they just wrote it with all this big grammar to confuse the gullible.
I don't
Nothing came out of it. Nothing. Even the cracker biscuit, are you sure that everybody, they just wrote it, that they used it to buy? Who are those who went for the whether they ate the crackers? It must be designer cracker biscuit. You can see what you can see. Esther, you remember when we discussed here the issue of removing the details of expenses from the website of government. You know, in government there's a website for expenses. Even if you buy biro for 10 naira, you put it there for auditor's sake, so that when the auditor come, they will use it to cross-check all the expenses. They have removed it completely, so that you and I will not know how they are spending this money. Is that not true? Yeah. This is to the people that told you that corruption is gone in Nigeria. Esther, have you seen it? Because whenever I criticize him, I have my facts. So let nobody come and tell me you don't like Tinubu. You have never. So let nobody come and tell me you don't like Tinubu. You have never done anything. He has never done anything good. Nothing good, Esther, nothing good has ever come from him.
and I challenge anybody
welcome
to tell me otherwise.
everybody. Oh,
This is somebody who came to
Aliens.
bring heaven on earth. Now look at we are going through hell under his watch.
Not your guys. Welcome. Oh.
No single thing that you can say, yeah, this area, Tinubu has done so well, oh, he has stopped corruption, oh, he has
At
stopped insecurity,
all.
oh,
Harry,
farmers are
welcome.
now back to farm, oh, we have food, oh.
Ify, Tracy Darling, Michael, welcome.
Tell me, anybody that praising Tinubu, please give me the facts for praising him. What is that thing he has done that impacted on your life and in the life of ordinary Nigerians? These are facts we are talking about, not ordinary propaganda or falsehood. Real things, real things. The money you are looking for, look at how they are wasting it up and down. This is just a tip of the iceberg. By the time you go into the executive, Esther, you will shed tears. I mean the executive proper. If you see what they are doing with our money, you in fact, you ask yourself whether you are dreaming. You will never believe it.
Barrister, the Northern Elders Progressive Group has called on governors in the Northwest region to cooperate with the Office of the National Security Advisor and other security agencies in pursuing dialogue with bandits to ending violence in the region. So this was a statement made today, all right? The coordinator of the group in the zone, Yusuf Abubakar, said the forum was encouraged by the efforts of the NSA, Nuhu Ribadu, and other stakeholders currently exploring non-kinetic measures to restore peace in the Northwest. So as it stands now, that is the approach they're taking. And guess what? Already, the Katsina State governor is already trying to do that, to have a negotiation or a dialogue with the bandits to end insurgency in the states. Now, the question is, this method has been adopted in the past before. Okay? It has been adopted in the past, but it never worked. The former Kaduna State governor, now Nasir El-Rufai, actually tried to do that. It didn't work over time because these guys will want to continue to collect money. Whatever peace initiative you want to get into with these individuals, they're never satiated. You will also have another group come up as well. Okay? So how many of these groups do they want to placate?
The question is, I won't make it a question. I'll make it a statement. How can a sovereign government negotiate with criminals? I mean, because I don't know what name I'm going to call bandits. I don't know criminals. Like somebody killed on the street, or maybe injure somebody, commit an offense, and you are why are you not negotiating with them? Why do you take criminals to court? Somebody, I had a case of, I saw one of a fallen complaint that they sent somebody who they stole yam, 23,000, was sent to 3 years imprisonment. While somebody who stole, you can see the difference in law. That's why when I told you that Nigeria has 2 constitutions, people say I'm saying, no, hey, it's not right to Nigeria has only 1 constitution, because I don't know where they get all this, their own, all these, rules, that this is the thing you should follow. Because we have a constitution. When it comes to some Nigerians, when it comes to Nigeria, you use the law. When it comes to certain people, the law doesn't work. Yeah. And then you are telling me we have 2, we have only 1. So why is it working? Why would you look at it now? Somebody will something will happen. Go to prison. You see so many people there who don't even you commit an offense. Court will have said, okay, go home and settle the day. Will jail the person or send the person to detention pending where the case is determined in court.
Kenya, welcome. Yeah, thank you for
criminals who commit treason because they kill Nigerians.
No, I haven't.
The government is sitting
Tracy
down to negotiate with them.
Now today, they talk about
this country back. It will take us 500 years or more, because I don't understand what.
Guys, please double tap to like the live. Double tap.
Some place now you come them and begin to negotiate with them. Okay, what do you want? You are bombing. We'll pay you not to bomb another place.
Governor Umar Rada, who had previously distanced himself and his administration from talks with criminal groups, now eventually admitted that the truce has already restored stability in some affected areas. There was a time we got an exclusive report that, remember when what's his name, El-Rufai, actually said that in a recent interview, he categorically stated that the governors still pay terrorist money monthly. He said he has information on ground that these governors are paying these guys. I remember that the NSA and the security operatives asked him what proof does he have.
Yeah, the proof has come out now.
Yeah, now. So apparently Rada had been accused, had been fingered to be one of the governors that was doing so. But he distanced his administration from those participating in talking with the bandits. But right now, as it stands, it's not just something that they have decided to commence. They have commenced it because he said they have received peace and stability in some regions. So all the while the accusation came up was actually true, but the public perception. So they wanted somebody from an authority to say something, and when Nuhu Ribadu said it, they now eventually admitted that they are negotiating with terrorists.
Please, I want to say something. Let me bring your mind back. Why was Fubara suspended? They said there was a bomb. Was it not? They said pipeline explosion. Why did the government not negotiate with them?
Before?
Yes. You didn't do that. You sent. You immediately removed the governor. You immediately installed a military ex-man, administrator there. You immediately took over the whole the country. I mean the state. You immediately took over directly by the president. You didn't negotiate with those. You allege that the bomb, the pipeline. You took over immediately. With this, everybody was surprised, and now we discover that even where it was worse, where we saw evidences, clearly you are even negotiating with them. You are even persevering them. It's like you have a child, and the child is a criminal, and each time you come home, you give him money not to do the crime tomorrow.
Barrister, apparently he's saying that due to the locally made community peace initiative, that's what it is being tagged as, they are able to resolve crisis in 4 of their frontline local governments out of the 8 that they already have.
Esther, the people that the North are trying to pacify are their full soldiers. As far as they are concerned, those guys are not criminals. So they are keeping them for something. That is the ultimate end game, whether you like it or not. Because when El-Rufai said it, he was very specific that they are paying them 1 billion naira. It was very specific. And to tell you that all this is a joke, did the El-Rufai and those 6 ADC members, did they answer the police today? Was it not yesterday 8 that they said they should come? Did they answer them? Did you hear that heaven fall?
No, El-Rufai, they did not go. They went back to the police.
Oh, see, you can see. But they said they are giving them yesterday. So when police and the DSS want to play prank, that's what they do. As if they are doing something. Meanwhile, they are not even doing anything. I keep telling you that don't listen to these people. Whatever they say to you before the press, before the camera, that is not the real instruction. The real instruction is given behind closed doors. That is why they don't do anything. Yesterday, be today, Tinubu said that they should go and reject their military strategy or whatever. I said, this is the 4th time you are saying it, Abi. This is the 2nd time. This is the 3rd time, Abi. How the one you said before, what happened? What result did he produce? So, my dear, you say this insecurity. Like I've always told you, there is something behind it. Very soon, Nigerians will find out. Because this thing cannot be ordinary. Imagine negotiating with bandits on what ground? So that there will be peace, Abi. You can see. Tell me, if you now specify a bandit today, have you given him job? What is going to sustain him and that your peace? What? The only business he knows is what? Violence and terrorism. So if he becomes hungry, he will not say, okay, we made a peace with these people, let us remain hungry, Abi. They will go and look for what to eat. And what do they want? They eat with violence. That means you can never satisfy a terrorist. A terrorist is a terrorist. That is why America don't negotiate with them. That is the truth all over the world. People that have studied the idiosyncrasy of terrorists, they understand it better. These guys have no other business than eating through violence. So when you say you have made peace with them, you are wasting your time. It's a matter of time before they come back. Is that not what frustrated El-Rufai? When he took money and told us that he went to the Sahel to pay them, to stop killing Nigerians. At the end of the day, what happened? At the end of the day, what happened?
Intensified.
So the man got frustrated. So after trying something more than 5 times, it did not work. You are still trying it again, Esther. No, tell me. You can see why I'm not happy with Northern leader, what they are doing. Okay, these other people who are agitating in the south here, have they even said, okay, federal government, why not talk to these people now? Since their own is just agitation for self-determination.
Maybe even negotiate with Kanu. You've heard him like...
Have you ever heard or seen the federal government talking with IPOP members? Or are they spirits? I don't know. Have you ever come for a meeting and say, come, let's discuss it? But look at how they are pampering terrorists. Is that not why these guys are increasing in number?
It's not balanced at all.
No, is that not why they are increasing?
Balanced. How will you be negotiating with terrorists?
Elsa, let me tell you.
So that means you're telling us that your security apparatus is not...
So what have you been spending money on?
Listen them for something. Listen very well. Why do you think that these guys are increasing in number? As I talk to you now, you have 5 different terrorist groups in Nigeria.
I'm telling you.
So when they say that you have negotiated with this group or these people, they say,
there's
they
money.
More people will now
they
enter.
Invite others.
They will
Come in
now.
Money is
you can
here.
see they are spreading from the northeast to north central to northwest.
Look at Kwara. Kwara is going through it right now.
It is a stone through. From Kwara, you have entered southwest. So are you aware?
Wow.
From Kwara, if not take up to 30 minutes walk, you enter Ekiti. You enter Ekiti.
Or your state.
Or your.
That's why that time, that was why see what DSS did to Igbo. They didn't call him for negotiation. They went to attack him.
Let me see your record.
No, that was under Buhari's order.
That's what I'm saying. Yes,
I think
now.
it was in this dispensation that that kind of thing would have happened.
Look at hold on. If terrorism is still continuing in the southwest here, under a man who come from the southwest, please, is it when he leaves something that it will stop? You heard what you said yesterday about Ogun State and what is going on there. And if these things have continued under the watch of Tinubu in his own region, at what point will it now stop? Esther, tell me. You mean when Tinubu leaves office, that's when they will stop, Abi? Then by that time, the people of Southwest will now start fighting and they say, this thing is too much. But when your man was there, what did he do? You will not talk now. You see what? You still have a problem with people. Nobody have told him, look, use your position now, because from all indication, we know the people that are causing this terrorism. We know them. Why not call them out? Why not call a spade here for God's sake? Esther, why are we pampering terrorists?
Barrister, let's take a very short break. We'll continue with the conversation.
Good.
Hey, my people. Oh my goodness, Nigeria. When I hear wetin dey happen to Natasha. They are plotting for Peter Obi. I'm going to play the video today. This person, one pastor don't raise alarm. Say see wetin dey plot for Peter Obi. Let me move this forward.
0.3 FM. My name is S. Related our security apparatus, our security team, or our security structure is overwhelmed in defeating these individuals. For them to consider having to negotiate with these guys.
No, that's what they are told. They are working on orders.
They're working on orders.
Yes.
Orders from who?
From above, as usual.
Above? I don't want to believe that the president will allow such a thing.
No, I just said the orders from above.
There is somebody above the president?
It could be Satan, it could be anybody. But
Satan is in charge of our government?
No, order from above, Esther. It can be anything above.
Anything above? The only order from above is either that's the only person above every other above right now in Nigeria, aside from any form of spirituality, is the president. So is there any above from the president?
Listen very well. When Buhari was in office, military and police were giving orders, not coming from Buhari. Is it not on record that they were receiving orders from above, and that above is not from Buhari? At least he told us so that he was not aware. Is there anything you ask Buhari and he told you that no? He will tell you, I am not aware. Is that not what happened? Meanwhile, orders were being carried out.
You will not take action.
So what are you telling me? Is that okay now? Tinubu is not at home.
Who sacked the man with working with Shetima? Who sacked him? Are you not aware? So one of
It was yesterday. On creative something.
Good. Is Tinubu at home? These other issues that are happening today, invitation of Showore, was it Tinubu that ordered it? Is he at home? So that's what I'm telling you. This president, when they want to run away from their responsibility, they will look for somebody to say, I am not aware. Somebody took responsibility, somebody acted on my behalf. And this special assistant, people like Bayo Ronoga, they always issue statements and say that the Tinubu said it or one other highly placed official said it. Is that not how Nigerian government is run? No, tell me now. So, other can come above can be anybody. In fact, above can be Bayo Ronoga.
Okay.
It can be Bayo Ronoga.
Well, apparently, Oshowore has disclosed a private WhatsApp exchange with presidential spokesperson Bayo Nanuga, who urged him to delete a social media post describing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a criminal. And Oshowore said Onanuga contacted him directly, insisting that his interpretation of Tinubu's speech in Brazil was a misfire. And during the official engagement in the South African community, they declared that there is no more corruption in Nigeria. So Oshowore referred to the president as a criminal. And since then, the DSS wrote and asked him, in fact, they wrote to Elon Musk saying that they want them to deactivate Showore's X accounts. And then aside from that, Elon Musk, I think, wrote to Showore. I don't think they saw anything necessary for them to, deactivate his account. And Bayo now wrote to Showore. So my question is, normally what the DSS does on cases like this or in cases like this is to go immediately in the middle of the night to apprehend the person. They don't even give you any chance to talk or whatever. We've had several cases where persons came out to openly criticize the president on Facebook and their sons and the vice. They went to their homes very early in the morning and took them away. Up to now, we don't even know where they are. The other one is in prison while her case is in court. So the question is, how come that kind of procedure did not take place with Showore?
It is always like that with Showore. I've said it. They should start distracting us with this matter.
You think it's a distraction?
It's a distraction, Esther. Look at, they gave him 7 days. They gave him 3 days. How many people has the DSS given such an opportunity and privilege? How many? Please, can you mention one person that DSS wrote a letter or sent a message and said, we are advising you to do so thing within so time? Let somebody come and tell me one person they are giving. So whenever they want to play this brand, they should not play it on us. Look at how many cases they have invited police, they have invited Showore to court or to police. None of them have seen the light of day. Immediately they invite him to the police station. After bail, the matter dies. Immediately he goes to court. After bail, the matter dies. Mention one case like this that Showore have gone in for. Of all the cases that have been inviting him. So when they want to play this brand, they should slow down. We have more important issues. Let them go after those things and stop distracting us. Tinubu will allow you to go and jail Showore, the same person he brought out of prison, Abi. Was it not Tinubu that released Showore when he entered office? Because Buhari detained him for treasonable felony. Is that not true? It was the Tinubu government that brought him out and even declared that he had no case to answer. So Tinubu will now put him back into the cell, Abi. Look at the court. It's not possible. So let them stop playing those plans. We are tired of their shenanigans. You are warning him. Warning him for what? Warning him for what? There is freedom of expression in our statute books. If you think he has done something wrong, even there is the law against defamation and slander and libel, go to court. Go to court. After all, Tinubu has been going to court in US. So what is wrong with going to court in Nigeria? If you think that somebody has offended you, Donald Trump, there is nothing Americans did not tell Donald Trump. Go and check it out. There is nothing on earth. Even the congressman we spoke with this evening, he said it that Donald Trump has a lot of messy baggages with him. And Americans are aware. And said the matters are in court. That even when he finishes, it's likely Donald Trump will go to prison when they are not waiting for him to finish his presidency. That is where law works. That is where people have sanity. That is where government works. Not in Nigeria. We are going to leave important issues that are troubling us. I will be chasing rats. Bayo Nonoga is advancing in Showore. The man that threatened the Oga wife, what did he say to the man? The man that declared that God told him that they should quit Remi Tinubu. Up to today, DSS didn't hear that case. They didn't, Abi. They didn't know when it happened.
Barrister, we have a lot to discuss today.
Can you imagine?
But I want to open the phone lines on time. But let's look at these two issues, okay? They're very vital for us to look into them. I'm sure you heard about the recent situation with the president. Apparently, he has raised to the U.S. court demanding FBI, DEA to keep his personal records secret. They cited privacy rights. So the question that came to the mind of everyone is, how is the president's record meant to be kept secret? The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where everything about you is supposed to be in the public space. In fact, all your details, how much you make, the businesses you own, your home, your family, your school, every record of yours is meant to be in the public space. So my question now is, what exactly is the essence of keeping the lead on that? If you want to access any president of the country, go on Google. You just click on them. You'll find out everything about them. Emmanuel Macron, the person that the president likes to visit most of the time. Even the St. Lucia prime minister. All their records are in the open. So what precisely is it that they want to cite privacy reasons?
Esther, they don't catch Mugu.
Barrister.
African leaders are their Mugu.
I'm telling you.
If Mugu no for guy, man no go job. I mean, no. You think that this in America secret agents are doing with Tinubu is for nothing, Abi. Money is exchanging hands.
Money.
Money is exchanging hands.
In what sense?
Big money. I am telling you. They are making Nigeria because of this Tinubu matter. They cannot be an asset for nothing. An asset for what? After all, Nigeria is a non-aligned nation. So we don't have any secret of the opposition to give America now. If it is a communist state, we say, okay, maybe they are getting some information from China or Russia to give America. We don't have such alignment now. So the only thing here is that they are sucking our mineral resources and our money. Nothing else. The woman, the vice chancellor of that CSU university, whose signature appeared good on Tinubu's certificate, the woman came to that university 17 years after Tinubu have left. And you heard what that woman said about her signature on that certificate. Esther, ask me how that matter ended. Why the woman did not go to court? You mean she just left the matter like that, Esther? Is it possible? Because if I say it, I say, do I have evidence? So you want to tell me that this
serious film trick he came?
The Secret Service are talking about is for nothing, Abi? What do you think is going on, Esther? And we are looking for our money right, left, and center. I am very, very sure that these people must be blackmailing Tinubu.
Why? Why are you saying that?
Why am I saying that? If not, why? They said it themselves now that the man is an active asset. And for that reason, they will not release his record. Is it not
active?
You rub my back, I rub your back.
Active. Underline the word.
Both. They're hiding that record for nothing, Esther. Is it possible? No, tell me, what interest do they have? If not for what? Ulterior motive. Pecuniary gains. And Tinubu is ready to play ball to save his what? Image. Unfortunately, this image is not going away. I told you that whether in or out of office, Tinubu will never clean this image. It can never happen. It can never happen, Esther. Have you seen why investors are not coming? Because this thing that happened in US just recently, it has gone viral all over the world. People have seen it.
Well, Barrister, the motion asks the court to enforce exemptions under the U.S. Privacy Act and Freedom of Information Exemption 7C, which protects individuals' law enforcement records from disclosure if releasing them would constitute an unwarranted invasion of privacy. Mr. Tinubu's lawyers said Mr. Greenspan's FOIA filings, which sought the entire FBI file on the Nigerian leader as well as DEA documents, were not aligned with the core purpose of FOIA, which is to eliminate government activities. Instead, they said the activist was attempting to use the U.S. transparency law to influence political disputes in Nigeria. So, in conferring prior to filing this motion, the plaintiff asserted that the court already resolved the issue of whether exempt records must be produced, despite not having heard from intervener. Mr. Tinubu's attorney said in their filing that the court appears to have chosen this language because the agencies can still assert exemptions to the production of records. So, on Monday afternoon, Mr. Greenspan asked the court to ignore Mr. Tinubu's plea, saying the Nigerian leader has been using his position to pursue opposition leaders and others critical of his administration. Mr. Tinubu's legal team, however, insisted that his privacy rights remains intact, even though he is a public figure. They cited past U.S. court precedents, affirming that government officials, by virtue of their positions, do not surrender all rights to personal privacy. The president's lawyers further argued that Mr. Greenspan's interest in obtaining decades-old investigative files dating back to the early 1990s does not advance a legitimate public interest, but instead says the activist for-profit website plainsight.org, which publishes records to drive online traffic.
I don't think so. You know why? The lawmaker we spoke, the congressman we spoke with this evening, said that eventually those records will be released.
But when would they be
I know
released?
it will.
When the president is no more the
It
president.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. After all, the 2027 is still coming. The 2027 is still coming. That record will be, because you can see what we are talking about, Esther. Okay, look at it this way. Up to today, how many Nigerians know the genealogy of Tinubu? And where he came from, how he grew up, his childhood. Are you not supposed to know this? The schools he attended to. Esther, are you not supposed to know this about your president? Tell me, this is a man that is being fed with taxpayers' money. He's living on our money. And you are not supposed to know it. You employed somebody to work for you, and you don't have the record of that person, Esther. Where is he done? You don't know where he came from. You don't know his parents. You don't know anything about him. Please, where is he done in the whole world? These are things that we are talking about. How can you be living on secrecy in a high office like the president of Nigeria? Esther, in the Senate clan, the National Assembly ought to have investigated how Tinubu became an active asset to a CIA agent in America.
They are busy chasing Natasha.
These are things they should be doing, because it can never happen in a U.S. National Assembly that a president of America has been accused of being an active asset to a KGB.
Maybe China.
To a KGB. And he's still in office. No, tell me that it's possible. It's not possible. It can never happen. They would have advised him to resign in the first place.
Yep.
So that they can look into the books and know everything about him. But here, look at what we are doing, Esther. Look at. How can you come and invest in a country where this man is the president? Esther, can you do that comfortably? No, tell me. It's like pouring water on a bottomless pit. The people you are talking to, as long as you are talking with them, they'll be looking at their smartphone. Your data is coming out. Everything I've heard, they are reading it. By the time you turn back, they say, bye-bye, sir. See you next time. That's the end of the matter. Why have they not been coming next time?
Barrister, we need to open the phone. Finally, supporters of former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, ahead of the 2027 presidential election, have begun reaching out to opposition heavyweights, including Labour Party's Peter Obi, in a bid to form a grand coalition strong enough to challenge the APC and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. Lawal, this is coming to you first. Now, with the APC hierarchy already backing Tinubu for re-election, the People's Democratic Party zoning its presidential ticket to the south, the 2027 contest is shaping into an all-southern affair. But party insiders who spoke very recently with Vanguard said top PDP leaders, particularly from the north, have been mounting pressure on Jonathan to throw his hat into the ring. And this is where it gets a little bit quite interesting. So apparently, last night, there were speculations from inside sources that Jonathan had already met Peter Obi privately, but aides close to the former Anambra governor is dismissing the claim. Now, here's the thing. They actually want Peter Obi to shelve his presidential ambition, that is step down, form a major support with former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, since some majority of the northern part actually want Jonathan to go ahead, in 2027. Remember that the wife came and said they're not into it. But but Jonathan is pursuing it because the information is still in the news that he is seriously considering this, and he may very soon, declare his intention. So the meeting was to ask Peter Obi, okay, we want to work together, and they feel that Jonathan has a strong supposed hold on Peter Obi, and that he's asking him to step aside or shelve his presidential ambition, that they need to become very united now if they intend to make sure that Tinubu does not win in 2027. But the big question is this. For example, this is what the source is saying. It is true that Jonathan's people want Obi to step down for him, but Jonathan himself is yet to meet Obi. I can assure you that Obi is committed to his cause of rescuing Nigeria. So there is a source from Jonathan's camp and there's a source from Obi's camp. The source from Obi's camp is saying none of that happened. The source from Jonathan's camp is saying that Jonathan actually wants Obi to step down his ambition and work with Jonathan, but they have not met. Jonathan has not met Obi yet. So the question is, what is this? Is it because Obi has been quiet? Is it because of the intimidation that some of the AGC members are going through now? What do you think would be for those who are frontlining for Peter Obi?
It's funny. See, I'm adjusting the mic very well so that I can speak clearly, because it's funny. You are telling somebody who is more popular to step down for somebody who is less popular, because I know that Obi is more popular than Jonathan.
It's not about popularity now.
See,
it's not about popularity now. It's about tact. It's about tactics, strategy.
So no, I'm telling you that you are telling strategy. Why not tell Jonathan to step down for Showore? Yes, because it's about tactics, have you? Because Showore has been talking. You should have told him to step down. What type of tactics is it? No matter what you do, even if you rig election, you get it. It still come back to game of number in democracy. It still come back to it, because when the people refuse to fight for that mandate. That means they accepted their fate. Is that not it? That's it. But when the majority say no, this is not what we voted for, this is what we voted for, and they rose up against that impunity, that's the majority. Eventually, the government will have to listen to the people, or else the country will boil. That's the way it happens. That's where people defend their democracy. So you are not telling Jonathan, and I'm advising Jonathan, because Jonathan has piled up a lot of credibility for himself when he left that thing for congratulated Buhari. Yes, really. In fact, people have forgotten most of his errors. They've forgotten most of his errors. He has built up a new clean sheet for himself. So let him go into the Nigerian government and trash everything. Because they'll start bringing it back to him. You get? They'll start bringing him back to him. So, for them to be saying, and another thing, we still have a big order to cross. That order is a constitution that says that you cannot be sworn into office twice.
There are talks that...
So how do you change that? You'll be using the word and or, the way they did it in Abuja case, I mean, barrister. You'll be doing the and or case here and they think you can always get away with everything. You don't know what this one will cause in this country. When you think, by the time they now start it and say, no, the constitution says twice, you are swearing it 3 times. And then, I don't know. See, we should begin to put aside our ambition. Because I don't know what he wants to go there to do again. And we have somebody...
You're hearing that it's this northerners, the northern bloc, who actually want him to come, because...
What is that northern bloc? You have people say northern bloc once I'm coming. Want Atiku? Wait, Esther.
With Jonathan's term that he can't
Listen, the same northern bloc is telling Atiku. You get it? Behind Atiku. The same northern bloc is behind Tinubu. The same northern bloc is behind Jonathan. The same northern bloc is behind El-Rufai. The same northern bloc is behind Obi. How many northern blocks do we have? I don't know. Maybe northern buildings, because there are so many buildings in the north. You can see the way Nigerians come in, and then you have some of these people, when they want to create mischief, they come in and begin to cause problem up and down.
In reaction to what you just said, Barrister Darlington, a coalition of associates from Nigeria's southwest geopolitical zone convened on Sunday, September 7th, to review the nation's political and peace situation, and with a specific focus on the administration of President Bola Tinubu following a series of extensive debates. The group issued a resolution stating they are prepared to call for a dissolution of the 1914 amalgamation that created Nigeria. According to a joint statement released after the meeting, the resolution hinges on the alleged actions of what the forum described as selfish politicians from the north. The statement claims that these individuals are attempting to disrupt the country's economic recovery under President Tinubu's leadership. The newly appointed chairman of the Yoruba Organizations Forum stated that if some selfish politician from the north will not allow the rebuilding of the Nigerian economy, we have no other country to go than Nigeria. We have resolved to call the rest of the Yorubas to divorce the 1914 amalgamation and ask President Tinubu to build the Yoruba economy for us. He further accused opponents of the President Tinubu of hypocrisy. He said when it is the North's turn to produce a president, we maintain peace and decorum to allow them to do so. But during the South's turn, they either cause division within the South or compete with the South. If they cannot wait for their turn for natural justice and equity politically, then we call 1914 quits. The chairman concluded his remarks by emphasizing these selfish political moves from people who want to split Nigeria should be resisted or the amalgamation will go.
They don't even know what they are saying. They just gather some set of people who don't know their right from their left, and they come out and be talking to Nigerians as if they are talking to 1-year-old babies that do not know what they are saying.
Now, Esther, listen very well. You see the northern oligarchy. They don't want to be out of power for one day. The only business they not have in Nigeria is power. Give them power, you can take every other thing. Everybody is aware of these things. That is why they have left the real problem that is troubling their region, which is insecurity, and they are talking of power. Buhari was there for 8 years. What benefit did they not have or get from him? What benefit? Nothing. They are even lamenting about Buhari's tenure. And now, Tinubu have come in. For reason best known to him, he chooses to follow the Buhari way. And the thing has equally backfired. Now, let me ask you, Esther. This northern elite that are shouting at, how many years have they been in power since independence?
Bam.
Is it not more than that of the South?
Yep.
They have forgotten all this since Abi. They have forgotten. All the years their brothers in the military were doing palace school, changing themselves and all that. All the 36 states that is in place now, it was the military from the north that created all of them. The north have forgotten all these things. So what is this noise about the south and the north having more shots to the presidency than the other region? Of what benefit are those things to anybody?
Exactly. What have they?
Buhari was there for 8 years. What did they not benefit from them? You see, the situation is just that most people don't even know how to analyze this without running into a problem. Because you may be saying that the North, they meant well, though, they want to take power from Tinubu because of bad leadership. But Buhari was there for 8 years. Unfortunately, the people from the South here, they did not even complain when Buhari was doing whatever he was doing. Because APC from this certain part, led by Tinubu, they didn't want to disturb Buhari. They didn't want to. Meanwhile, it was for this reason that maybe Tinubu came on board. Because they did not believe that he helped their brother to be the president. Therefore, they must help him.
Exactly.
And now, look at where everything is going to. So what I'm saying is that it is now time, Esther. Listen very well. Nigerian people, it is now time for you to rise up and break this jigs all north and south. Because the Nigerian state that I know, the way it is structured or created, there is nothing like that. In 1914, they were amalgamated by Lord Lugard. So we are one according to this structure. So where is all this north and south coming from? It is this one for north, this one for... the people in the north, are they from the same tribe
the same religion, the same parents, or the same ethnic group as to say, yes, they are one. You know it's not possible, you know. So why are we making things that are not possible? Why are we trying to create problems where there should be none? These other states that are moving forward, in America today, where you copy this democracy, Esther, do you have this type of population that people from the north, they have ruled now in America for 10 years. Therefore, these other ones, it is now your turn for 5 years. These are mundane things.
But the idea is that they know that the North would always have an advantage. So if you leave things the way they are, they may continue to rule and rule because of population.
Hold on,
so that's what brought in the gentleman's agreement.
Listen very well. Now, on what basis we did not continue to rule? Is it not when you allow it? No, it is when you allow it, because from the 25% of the states, you can't get all of them from the north now. They still need you from the south here. So on what basis we do not continue to rule? It is only when out of selfish interest you now continue to align with them.
Yes.
You align with them. So you hand over this thing to them and you are claiming that they have been ruling. No, the north are not more populated though. They are not. If they are, when Jonathan wanted to conduct a proper census for Nigeria, Kwakwanso he drove himself from Kano to Abuja, went to Jonathan and said, come, you see this man, Festus Odimogu, who you want to be NPC man, chairman, National Population Census man, commission man. You know he came from the Bree Wheel. He had taken a lot of beer and the man is drunk. Remove him if you want second time. Kwakwanso, that's what he told him. So, if they are very comfortable with the population as they claim, will such a thing come up? Esther, will such a thing come up? I have given you facts here to tell you that some of these things that not are claiming, it is not there. Esther, it is not there. The only thing that now want to leverage on Nigeria is the terrorists. That's why they want the bandits to remain. The terrorists, that is the only thing they are leveraging on now. So that whenever you don't agree with what they will unleash this boss against you. I even pity Obi if he goes into that place. I pity Obi. I'm not joking.
So do you think he should kukuma step aside?
I know he cannot.
He cannot.
But I know what these are the only thing they not have now as a leverage against the rest of us. This terrorism. Anybody that goes there now doesn't do things their way. They will unleash these mad dogs and claim it was insecurity.
But Jonathan did well for them, and still they were not happy with him to continue.
Esther, when we hear that somebody is Oliver Twist, what do you think? They want everything for themselves and nothing for you. As if they are the owner of Nigeria. It is when you and I over here decide that no, enough is enough. Esther, I swear to Almighty God, the day the Southwest, the Southeast and the South come together and tell the North, we have seen since independence how you have been acting with impunity and arrogance. How you have been mortgaging our progress.
So what is
how you have been doing it
together?
At this point now, you see, it is either you stop this your mad dog from disturbing the whole country, or you go your way with them.
So what is stopping the Southwest South and the Southeast from what is causing the division? Because that's the talk that when for the South they're also always divided, but for the North they always have one.
Let me tell you why. It is because of people like Tinubu.
Hey, Barris.
Hold on, I'm coming. No, hold on, I'm coming.
Tinubu
hold on, listen very well. Did he not sell out even the Southwest here because of Buhari? Don't tell me, is that not true? Mention one thing. Tinubu took part in the Southwest when Buhari was in office. Even when Buhari was suppressing the Southwest, Igboho and co. Did the Tinubu utter a word? Tell me. Did he utter a word? He was doing it just that he can warm his heart into the northern part so that they can accept him. Is that not what happened, Esther? Tell me. He has not entered, they are now using him. They are not using it. So any other person, that's what they continue to do.
And another thing, if I may contribute, is that I keep saying it that the most, I don't know that maybe I should be careful of the word. These people they call North Central. I keep telling them that you mortgage the future of your generation, your land to the north by calling yourself North Central. I and they are taking over you. It had been a stand alone. Then you can negotiate. Oh, these people will favor me. Let me align with these people. These people will favor me. Let me align. You can align to the north. You can align to the west or south. Because you stand alone. They said no because they went to the north. Now they have been overshadowed. That's why you don't see them being appeared along the line.
They're usually needed during elections.
Thank you. That's what they are needed. That's what they are needed. And they are giving peanut, like give them one small offices here and there, and that is that. The whole power now goes to the core north, to one north.
North central states. They are really being bedeviled by serious insecurity.
That's what their leaders did to them. Now they mock them.
Listen, because that North Central, they are mainly dominated by Christian faith.
They are not even Hausa now. They are not Fulani. They are now Hausa now. They are totally different.
They want to bring them into their fold. That's why they are pushing all these terrorists from outside Nigeria into their area. All these people that have dominated Benue villages, go and check. They are not from Nigeria. That's why they are occupying
Niger State, Plateau, Taraba.
So that is a deliberate effort because they realize that the North Center is no longer aligning with them. And so they have to put in their own persons in that particular community so that they will be in large number in case of census. Because these people, they'll be counted in census. I hope you know. They'll be counted. And by the time they finish, they will not tell you that Muslims are 80%, Christians are 20%.
Moreover, many of people cannot even tell where they come from. If you ask them, where is your ancestral? All these people being given the census or whatever, even collecting this national ID card. You ask them, where do you come from? Tell us. I've interviewed some of them moving in Lagos. They will categorically tell you that they are from Nigeria.
Are you not here?
I have seen them many times. They will tell you where they came from, but they have a national ID card of Nigeria.
Are you not here? When some people from Niger and Kaduna were taking the slot of Lagos State indigenous in the military.
It's true.
Did you not discuss it here?
Yep. That happens.
See what is that. So that's why we see all these things when they say at the north is determined. It's not the north that determines this. It's just some people who don't see their value. Have been taken over, and then they have more states. It's not true. That middle belt, go and look at that. That middle belt is middle belt of Nigeria. It's not North Central. It's middle belt.
Imagine if the South is here. At least Tinubu is a Satana. Imagine if you were to treat everybody here equally, especially the people of the Southeast. You give
especially
them,
people of the Southeast.
Yes. Give them a sense of belonging, so that we can speak with one voice for once. I regret the death of Awolowo. If Awolowo had a child, all this would have been settled long ago.
You think so?
I am telling you, because that was his principle. You understand? Because if you check, we have lost so much ground because of the North. So much ground. We have not made one single progress because of this northern insecurity and all that. We have not.
I'm telling you,
We have not. Meanwhile, the resources is coming from the South here. Esther, look at it. The resources is coming. Can you imagine? 87% of the oil well in the Niger Delta belong to Northerners. Almost all of them have oil well. Almost all of them. Oil well that belong to another region. Meanwhile, the gold and the silver and other precious precious metals
yes,
in the north. No Santana has a hand in it. You dare not. Look at that.
That's why they use the word illegal miners.
Look at that. And meanwhile, Tinubu is a Santana. He ought to know better. Yet, we are not seeing anything. Esther, it's even worse here. You treat these people from your own side of the country as if they don't matter. Remember, when they know what to do, you keep quiet, you pretend, you pamper them.
I heard that, we're terrestrial now. I think our audience can hear us. Please, if you can hear us, I would like you to call. I don't know if you follow through most of your conversations. We saw most of your messages telling us you can get to us on radio. I tried to respond to some of you on WhatsApp by saying you can join us via YouTube. But I've gotten some feedback now that we are actually out. So I'd like to know if you can hear us, and if you can, please, you can call into the program. We are actually sorry that we've been having this technical issue since yesterday, but we've been here. We've been streaming on YouTube since the program is meant to commence. So the number to call is 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Okay, and you can send us WhatsApp messages on 0817-1756-338. 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Welcome, sir. What's your name, please?
I can't hear you.
What's your name, sir? What's your name?
Okay. Kunle.
All right, Mr. Kunle, welcome. Please go ahead. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Amuwa Odofi.
Amuwa Odofi. All right, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
It has been difficult getting you things.
We're sorry. We're so sorry.
I don't know what the topic is about.
Wow. We discussed quite a lot, sir. We discussed quite a lot. We've actually been on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're so sorry. But can you hear us now? You can hear us now on radio, right?
I'm hearing you clear.
Okay. Okay.
I've been tuning in things.
Okay. How long did you get the signal? How long now?
Just because really I get the signal, that was when I put the
You
call.
called. All right. We're so sorry. We've been talking since actually 7 o'clock, but we're on YouTube while the engineers were working on the transmitter. We discussed on Shore. He actually said he's not going to retract his statement on what he said concerning the president, calling the president a criminal. We discussed on Katsina State Governor Umar Brada actually telling us now that they're negotiating with bandits, and they've been negotiating, and that's why they have some form of peace in some of the local governments. We also talked about the Nigerian police spending billions of naira to buy 85 cartons of biscuits for the police in the service force, which is quite astounding. We discussed that. Then we also discussed the situation with Jonathan and Peter Obi, where there are secret talks that Jonathan is trying to plead with Peter Obi to step aside so that they can have a good formation work ahead of 2027 to unseat the current APC administration, and that and a couple of other issues that were discussed as well.
The FBI.
And the FBI case, I'm sure you heard the FBI case where the president actually wrote and said that they should please put a lead on his case. You know, they're seeking enforcement of a judge order protecting the president's personal records with FBI and DEA.
Why should they protect? What are they protecting?
He said the person who is going after it wants to use it for political reasons against the president. And the person who... Yes, that's what the president's lawyers are saying. That the person, that is Aaron Greenspan, who actually went ahead with all of this court processing, that he wants to use it for political influence against the president. He wants to use it for politics.
That means it's not clean. That means it's a bad record. That means he has something bad hidden in it. So why? Baba
don't go, Baba don't go,
Look at everywhere now.
Oh my God. Baba, no verse.
Anywhere, Abuja, everywhere, waiting. Crime has become, I don't blame Chumule, I don't blame him at all. That because it's not for public. There are people who they talk about every day from Japan or anywhere. They're not criminal. But me, I don't follow them talk so. But báwo ni wọ́n ṣe ṣe sí, báwo la ṣe níjọba wọn sí. Look, in one area now, if you know ShopRite,
yes, sir.
Every evening, some boys will come out in Pestac ShopRite, in Ria Crystal Estate. Boys will come out in the evening and start collecting money from passersby. Most especially, they will say they are looking for commercial sex workers who are looking about the street. They will collect 1,000 naira from them every day. When you see the way you dress, you are a lady that is not properly dressed, calendar. So one day I was going with a friend of mine, to me, who was a naval officer. She just came back from Kaduna. She was a rating before, a junior officer. So they asked her for money. She said, what? So in fact, I was the one that cooled her temper down that day. How can you be collecting money from people on the street? They will say they are coming to do prostitution, so they are making money. So therefore, they should give you your own percentage.
Yes.
I mean, people I can't understand. I'm serious. It's still happening now.
Wow.
At,
Thank you, sir. Let's take all the calls, okay? All right, thank you so much, sir.
God will help us.
Amen.
God will help us.
Amen. All right.
People are hungry.
Yes, so true. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Odima, how are you?
Remy.
Okay. Who are you?
It's Remy. He said, Odima. Remy, good evening. How are you, Remy? Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Kunaya, Papa Darlington.
Good evening, sir.
Sir?
Esther,
Sir?
somebody's birthday is next week.
O'Shea, we know.
We are going to eat anything.
We
We just choose
know.
tomorrow to do birthday.
We saw it on the news, so I didn't invite us. So,
Remy London.
Papa, yeah, it's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear your voice too, Remy. How are you?
You're welcome.
I'm not bad, man.
Welcome.
You see, Esther,
Sir.
don't you know that we in Nigeria, we need to be paying attention? For some people to be eating this much biscuit, maybe biscuit is good for insecurity.
What was the result?
You never know. We need to investigate. We asked IG, and we were the Jopi and Benjamin. They will inform us and educate us. Now, Esther.
Sir.
Mobutu, former head of state of Congo, before the independence of Congo, Mobutu was CIA agent.
Exactly.
And Mobutu was part of course, he was not a popular guy, but
They use
this guy, Patrice Muhamba, was just a clever, intelligent man
yes.
with no conscious mind. You know, Mobutu actually was the agent that was used to kill Patrice Muhamba.
Yes. Yes.
But when Muhamba saw the danger, he forgave him. And Mobutu was sacked. Muhamba brought him back, and the man he forgave him. The man he brought back killed him. What I'm saying is this: who on earth have record with FBI or CIA? Who? I mean, we Nigerians, let's pay attention. Though I know, radio platform like this, we are restricted to what we can say. But what I will advise people is this: educate yourself.
Exactly.
Inform yourself.
Exactly.
Go out and find things. When some people say, now, while Mobutu was in government, even though Mobutu was stealing, he was killing, IMF, World Bank, they were busy saying, oh, he was doing well.
Yes.
He was.
Exactly.
Do you know that? I'm going to shut up now. I know you have time for more important thing. Do you know that Patrice Muhamba was at the facilities protected by United Nations, and CIA and FBI and MI5, they made sure they find an agent in United Nations to expose Muhamba to his destruction. Nigerians, educate yourself.
After they had used him.
Of course.
Okay, interesting.
To add to what he said, it was this Mobutu Sese Seko. He dragged these three leaders, Shombe, Patrice Lumumba, and one other man. He dragged them in the streets of Kinshasa
Hello, good evening. How are
until they
you?
died. Dragged them in a truck.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, my name is Dami from Baragwe.
All right, sir, please go ahead.
Please, I've been tuning into your station for some time, but just, I think it scrambled.
Yes, we're so sorry. We had issues with the transmitter, and the engineers have been working on it since yesterday. So I think it just came up now, but we've been streaming on YouTube.
But it's clear to you there.
Oh, it's clear right now, right?
All right. I was just worried.
No, we're okay.
That's why I
Thank you.
decided to call. I hope there are no other problems.
No, well, they're still working on it. So just let us know your location. If the sound is clear there, if you can get us clearly, I think that means they're working.
No,
They're doing a
right
good job.
here. I'm hearing you clearly now, very
All
clearly.
right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
Which area?
Good job, guys.
All right.
Say
Thank
my
you, sir.
kudos to Barrister Darlington.
All right. Barrister Darlington is asking you which area again?
Badagry.
Badagry.
Long.
Very
And I'm
beautiful.
hearing you very clearly.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. Have a
God
very
bless
good
you,
night.
sir. Yes, good night. 08036929933. That's the number to call, and the WhatsApp number is 0817175633.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Yes, good evening. Hi, how are you doing today?
I am fine, sir. What's your name, please?
Okay, my name is Super, calling from the UK.
Oh, welcome, sir.
Super.
Okay, and I want to appreciate my able lawyer and the gentleman in your studio.
Miss Barrister, Mr. Lawal Kundar.
Yes, I love both of them and I want to appreciate them. God bless them and thank you very much for all what they do, all the time they keep enlightening us, telling us the truth. Nothing but the truth. These two gentlemen, I have known them for a long time. They always speak the truth. God bless them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, tell you what, I want to talk about Shuri. Shuri. Because I saw Shuri timeline on Facebook, what Bayo or Nanuga sent to him. You see, because when I read all what Bayo or Nanuga sent to him about deleting the post, it looked like Bayo or Nanuga was pleading with him.
Yes, begging him.
You see, because I chuckled. I said, how can Bayo or Nanuga be writing this post, pleading with Shuri, trying to explain that, oh, this is what the president meant, and this is not what the president meant. You know, just like my able lawyer said that all the arrange that the police, government is doing to this Shuri, it's all like the more you look, the less you see.
I'm telling you.
Tell me, if this thing happened to on another region, I don't want to mention, if this stuff, if it is another region that said that this man is a criminal, what do you think will happen? Do you think they'll be pleading with him to delete those posts? Or would you think they'll be writing him a letter to delete the post? Or they will bundle him? I mean, it's I mean, I don't even know what to use. It's absurd, you know. It's so pathetic that we live in this kind of country and we say some kind of section are being treated fairly and the other ones are being treated like they are nothing to write home about. It's so terrible. Why can people like us want to come back home? We see all these things. We are concerned about what is going on in Nigeria, but the people out there, the leaders out there, don't even care about the people. Look at what is happening in Nepal. Nepal, they blown the parliament. The prime minister resigned. In fact, the news I'm hearing, breaking news now, that the prime minister's wife is dead because of they burned their presidential palace. It's high time Nigeria should wake up to be looking out for those kind of people. I'm not saying that anybody should take up violence, but look, there is one time that you push people to the wall, and they will know that look, this is getting out of hand, and they will react. Thank you very much, my dear sister. Have a good day.
Thank you very much.
In Kathmandu now, they have cancelled flights. Flights don't go in there again because of this protest. I'm not joking. People have because of corruption. Corruption.
Or is it like in Israeli Prime Minister, there was a shooting in Jerusalem,
the man
and
had to go there.
he went there.
Went there
5 people were shot, actually. 5 people died, and the Prime Minister was there, straight up. Hello, good evening, how are you?
Good evening, Sister.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
I'm Mr. Peter Wija calling from Satellite.
All right, Mr. Peter, kindly go ahead.
I'm worried though. I thought maybe the woman has interrupted though.
No.
They're not like better thing though.
No. Well, we were working on the transmitter since yesterday. Thank you.
Okay, you see, I really want to talk on what we talked yesterday.
Okay.
Coupling with today on. You know, one of the signs to know Mali is that he will not do the road that where he live. The way you know man is that he will collect money from anybody. He doesn't care.
Hello?
His history. And he will be running away from the kingsmen so that they will not tell him the history where he come from. So make Nigeria open their eyes. Oh, God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Peter. 08036929933. Hello, Mr. Joval. Good evening.
Esther, Happy New Year.
Jehovah, where are you?
Barrister Darlington. I am calling because of you, Barrister Darlington.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
I want to sue Esther, Barrister Darlington.
You want to sue her?
Yes.
Please give me the brief.
In fact,
It's about time. She's an APC woman.
I am dragging her to you to help me sue her. She doesn't pick my calls anymore.
In fact, I'm in a hurry to do that.
Mr. Joval is not deliberate. I'm so sorry.
Mr. Lawale Kundayo, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Esther, my slave, you don't want to be calling again. No wahala.
Sorry, sir. No, it's not deliberate at all. Trust me.
Yes,
No
sir.
problem. Barrister Darlington.
Yes, my dear.
In fact, it's been a while, though, but the truth is that I am not sure that we are headed anywhere in this country.
We are not. Seriously.
What we are talking about is what Peter B said when he said that, what language should I call it? Impartial justice, if I can put it that way. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than the others. That is what it looks like. Meanwhile, we are supposed to be equal. And I hate the narrative that this government is dragging Nigerians to. They have successfully dragged Nigerians into tribal issues now. They think they can confuse us.
It's really bad.
I want Nigerians to be focused. Let us not mind them. There is only one target, Mr. Darlington. Vote them out. Let us recover this country from those who have taken it away from us, who are not supposed to be in charge. Because if they are, like we keep saying, if a bag of rice just under Buhari, just yesterday, it's not too far, was sold for 25,000. Why is it now is 100,000? Nigerians should not be divided. Let us keep focused. Good evening.
Good evening, Joval. Thank you very much. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Welcome. What's your name, please?
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, sir. Welcome, sir. What's your name?
My name is Koka. I'm calling you from Ojo. The reception here is perfect.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you so much for that. The engineers have really
trying
worked.
to reach you, but thank God we are through now.
Thank
Then,
you.
Mr. Darlington,
Yes.
my brother Lawa, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, I just want to let you know about the reception here. The hello to you. But one thing I just bothered, although it's not part of what we're looking at this
Okay.
evening. I just got to know, from the report that 340 snakes and 17 numbers of scorpions were impounded at the airport. So you can see where Nigeria is going. Thank you.
40 snakes and 70 scorpions were impounded at the airport. Maybe there are some people who are into,
This,
Hello. Good evening. How are you? Whoa. Good evening, sir. How are you, sir? What's your name, sir?
My name is Obina, calling from Ezebo.
All right, Mr. Obina, welcome. Please go ahead.
What is happening in this country? We the Igbos have accepted to be one Nigeria. They are saying one Nigeria. We have accepted it wholeheartedly. But the character they are doing to us does not mean that we are one Nigeria. But it cannot be like this till the end of the world.
No, it's not possible.
It will change anytime soon. It may change. Hence, we have accepted to be one Nigeria. Let us be one Nigeria. Let us practice it. Igbos agreed to be one Nigeria, and they are practicing it by leaving their properties, scattered it all over Nigeria. Everywhere they are building. We have accepted it, but the character they are following to us is not acceptable. Maybe it will change very soon. It can't be. It is not permanent. Thank you.
Thank you very much. President, I read somewhere, was not on Twitter, somebody said that they were trying to make it seem as if it was Peter Obi's infused personality in our politics that caused what is currently going on, and that it will take years for things to be repaired. That the best thing is for him to step aside. Like if he decides not to run in 2027 or decides not to participate in politics, then maybe the big tribal differences or the bigotry, whatever, from the supporters of the administration.
Are you serious? Was it not going on before?
When?
I don't know.
Why do you read all this news?
No. It's all over. It's all over.
It doesn't make sense now.
No, that's why I told you, don't listen to such rubbish.
No, it's almost like, okay, if he decides not to run, then maybe all of this attack would stop. And all
No, you should tell the person that is attacking him not to run again. I think now, Barrister, the person that is attacking should be the one to keep quiet.
Hello, good evening.
Not the person they are attacking.
Igbos don't want to participate in politics.
Hello, good evening. How are you? Good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Rubo Samajibule.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, this OPC government, when perhaps they are doing, when they are 2014 campaign, when they were holding their campaign, when APC wanted to enter this collect power, what they told us was, I remember we were buying bag of rice 7, 8, 10,000 naira, and buying fuel 100 naira and the rest of them. And these people told us that the amount we were buying rice was too much, and the amount we were buying fuel was too much. And we felt that we were talking to human beings, that we were listening to people who have meant well for this country. I thought APC would have developed the economy of this country. But if it's for the level at which thuggery and corruption is playing now, I am not surprised. I knew APC would be a very, as in, thuggery will have the kind of mouth that Nigeria would never see in this life. 2014, that was when I knew this thing. I was at Jibo. Anybody that is staying at Jibo, Fadeye and the rest of them will bear me witness. The way APC held campaign at Jibo, if you were there, your fear will catch you. But for economy, I am surprised that APC could not do anything about the economy. That Nigerian economy became worse under APC. I am surprised. But for the thuggery and the way and this lawlessness that is going on, I am not surprised. I knew that was what will happen. Now, I don't know. There's something that Mr. used to talk about Peter Obi coming on Facebook. Whenever Peter Obi come about on Facebook and people respond, I used to think that it was a joke. Nationality, please, whenever you see anything Peter Obi, if I don't you, anytime you see Peter Obi post on Facebook, don't mind what he said. Just go to the comment section. Just try and go to the comment section. That is where you will know how divided Nigeria is.
Very divided.
As if there are some particular set of people that have paid. Whether Peter Obi makes sense, whether it makes sense. The way they are tackling this guy, as in, I don't know, is it that let Nigeria share? I don't even understand. I just don't understand what these people really plan. It's like Peter Obi just say, hey, it's for Apple. People will talk, as in if you see the kind of comment, he really found comments. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. One would say is expected from all public figures. It's just like how Shewere called President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a criminal, and you say, okay, he's a public figure, so all of those backlashes and whatever will come on them. But as Darlington, we need to wrap up now, because now that the transmitter is back on and we're good, we have adverts and we have programs that needs to go. Mr. Lawa Ekudar, what's your take this evening before we wrap up?
Yeah, my take is that Nigeria is, we keep falling. We need to be savage, and the people that will do that is the Nigerians.
Okay.
We need to savage this country. We need to love one another. Europe, even though it broke into that number, they still come together to form Europe. There are so many countries that are independent on their own, and yet they formed Europe. They came together mutually and formed that Europe, and they are stronger. The same thing, in so many other places. So it's not about the country, it's about the love that you share among yourselves. So don't let politicians divide us as they are used to. That's why their children, their relatives, they use our money to take them out of the country to a better place, and then they make the country, like ungoverning. What do I use? Unlivable for us. So it's our country. It belongs to all of us. We need to show love to one another. We need to salvage this country. We need to make it a better place.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Darlington.
Esther, when the so-called bag of rice was 8,000, 9,000, 7,000, please, was anybody exempted from buying that rice at that time? Was it not for the whole Nigerians?
Yes.
So when this country is good, it's good for everybody. Those of you who are supporting, because I believe strongly that the people that are supporting APC and Tinubu in what they are doing, I ask you, on what ground are you doing that? Is it for them or for you or for Nigeria? Esther, these are the things I expect these people to answer. When they send you to go and cause problems somewhere, and you go there, you kill somebody, you do all sorts of things. On whose behalf are you helping Nigeria, or are you helping that person to achieve his selfish end? Meanwhile, your life is not better.
I'm telling you not true. Hey,
is that a
I know they
profession?
say Barrister Darlington play,
When they send you
even
to
though
go
they
and do
annoy
this
me
or that,
sometimes.
you don't ask yourself, Mr. Man, where are your own children? Send them to go and do it now.
Exactly.
My dear, I am talking to you directly. You that they said that the political talk to go and do another. Be very careful. Because you have a family. You are looking for, maybe you have a children. You are looking for to have even a wife and a children. Is that not true?
Some of them are not true.
When you start repeating, don't complain, no. Don't complain. Because the Bible says whatever you sow, you will reap.
Yeah, go
All the
forget.
people that are causing this mayhem in Lagos State, beating others, killing others, collecting money, doing this, you are sowing a very dangerous seed for your life and for yourself.
Exactly.
You will reap it. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Esther, a
Bam.
prominent
To.
Russian
Na so it be.
called Funshaw William. Some people went and murdered him in his house. Up to today, we don't know who. If we don't know, God knows you.
Yes.
And in the fullness of time, you will repeat.
Yes.
You can never escape it. No matter what you do, no matter how
Speak,
big you are.
Barrister
That is why it is said
Darlington.
that God is no respecter of anybody. When the time comes, you will reap the fruit. You people that are destroying Lagos, a good Lagos, that won't grow into. All of a sudden now, Esther, even when you want to go and buy something somewhere, somebody will be waiting for you there and say, that money you want to buy something, give it to me. Or let us share it. You can see stories going on in Lagos State. Someone, wake up. Someone, you are the governor of Lagos, wake up. You cannot tell me that your hands are tight. Wake up. Because if you will destroy this Lagos, it may be very, very bad for everybody.
All right, Barrister Darlington, Mr. Lawal Ekundare, thank you so much for coming. Nigerians, I would implore you that this is a time for us to
So
be
guys,
together.
I want to switch device. I'm going to be moving this to another device so that you guys can continue to watch. So we're going to be playing the Monday show that was missed. Oh, Nigeria. Inyokidia. Oh. I don't know who do us so. I don't know who do us so. To. Kuna wait to. Okay, bring and come.
Clinic confirms that stuck poop can cause these.
So here's the question I had asked earlier, right? So let's quickly talk about this. May I wait till I watch this one? Okay, I'm here now. I'm trying to set up. Now here we go watch it together. So let's see what they call them. Now here we go they observe wetin dey happen. Because the funny thing is that those of us that in from the top of our lungs and telling you people that look, the way this country is going, not be like this, e need to go. We can do better. But people they feel say, oh, you are talking too much. After all, it's the turn of these people. It's the turn of, okay, now here we dey. Everybody is enjoying what's going on. I read a tweet. Somebody tweeted. He go look for LinkedIn, After you don't go school, do everything. Let me read it. I'll read it and then we'll start quickly. I just want you guys to understand what's going on. You see, Nigeria, it will happen to every. It will happen. You think that it will not happen to you. That's the funny thing. These Agbado supporters, they think that, oh, they are removed from the sufferings in Nigeria and it can never happen to them. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I laugh hysterically. Let me read it to you. Nigeria happened to me as a senior software engineer. Today, I find myself grappling with a deeply disheartening experience in my professional journey, one that I feel compelled to share with my LinkedIn network. As a senior software engineer with a solid educational and technical foundation, I recently secured a CTO position that offered a salary of up to $260,000 a year, including bonuses. Guys, please double tap the screen to like. If you have not yet liked, for those of you, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. But for those of you that have not yet liked, please double tap the screen or click on the three dots to like, share, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. I appreciate you all. Just double tap, just how they do. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok. You just double tap your screen and it will like. Or you can click on the three dots on the, it will show you how to like. Double tap. All right. So this role was a significant milestone reflecting years of hard work, technical expertise, and relentless pursuit of excellence in the tech industry. The contract was signed with enthusiasm just last month, marking what I believed was a turning point in my career. However, that optimism was short-lived. Today, I received a termination email that shattered his hopes. The message cited further compliance checks, revealing that the organization could no longer work with Nigerian nationals due to regulatory concerns. This decision came without prior indication, leaving me blindsided and emotionally drained. The loss of this opportunity isn't an isolated incident. This year alone, I have encountered multiple instances where my nationality has cost me significant career advancements to the point where I've lost count of the setbacks. The sting of this experience is profound. As a Nigerian professional, I have poured out my energy into building a robust skill set, contributing to innovating projects and networking globally. Yet, despite my qualifications and the contract I signed in good faith, I find myself excluded due to factors beyond my control. The email exchange that followed was a mix of frustration and resignation. My attempt to negotiate or seek clarity met with an apology acknowledging the decision was driven by external regulations, especially from a government entity, leaving no room for recourse. So to those Nigerians that are sitting on the fence, I keep saying, cuckoo consign me. I'm far from it. God forbid. It can never happen to my family. I rebuke and I reject. God forbid. Hey, sit on the fence and be doing God forbid. Sit on the fence and be going to church Monday to Sunday with nothing, no impact on your life. Continue. You see this thing? It will go round. It will go round because Nigerians need to learn. Sometimes, if you never touch all these people now, some people were commenting on this comment section. They said, especially these tech people, when they were talking to them, look, let's come together and make sure that we add our voices and see what we can do to impact this election. All of them sit down for fence. They say no go touch them because they be tech people. They can walk all anywhere in the world. Oh, golenya. See, Otilule. I'm not laughing at the guy. I'm very, very, sorry that this happened to you because I know the struggles. I understand. Before you get to that opportunity and you have the opportunity to get a job, do you know what it takes? I empathize with the man. But this is a signal, this is a call to every Nigerian, wherever you are. If you like, be living in the most luxurious place in the world. The day when when it go happen, na here we go dey, we will all come and read it. Just like this one now is singing. Everybody's been talking about it. So let's move on. Please continue to double tap for those that have liked. I bless. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Thank you, but please continue to like the show.
FM, we sincerely apologize. I know a lot of you, I have been seeing all your messages on WhatsApp wanting us to kickstart the show. You're trying to check up on us and know what exactly is going on.
Tell me
we
about
have you here, right? You know we love you. We care about you. This is your radio station. This is the station that resonates with you, that speaks your voice, that actually speaks on your behalf. And basically, something happened that we do not expect, but we actually implore that you continue to remain patient with us. We sincerely do apologize, our family, for what happened. But trust me, corrective measures are ongoing right about now. I am very certain that some areas may not really get clear signals, but just patient with us while they're working. The technical issue was serious, and I'm sure you witnessed the kind of rain that fell today, but we have good engineers and they're working to ensure that we have a smooth transition and a smooth transmission. Today we're going to just do something very short because time is fast spent. So we're going to go straight and dive into the conversation. So I'm sure a lot of us witnessed what happened today in the morning before the heavy rain started. If you are, on the road, if you actually apply commercial vehicles, you'd have seen that there were few buses on the road and more passengers on the road. And you'd have also witnessed the fact that there's a skyrocketing in prices of transportation to different locations, from one location to another. And that's because of the dispute between Nupang and Dangote. So this is what happened. Apparently, there's a situation with Dangote truck drivers and Nupang. For example, Dangote doesn't want the truck drivers to be part of Nupang, and Nupang is saying, how can you say these people should no longer be part of the union? It is not like that. They called it slavery, and we're not going to allow it, so they down tools. This thing started since last week, Thursday, Friday, thereabout, and we thought that they would have been able to resolve the imbroglio this weekend. Unfortunately, they down tools today. They said they were not going to distribute products, and you know how hard things are. So because of that, the federal government, along with Nupang, they've kick-started a meeting over the Dangote refinery dispute, and they began the meeting with the leadership of the National Union of National and Petroleum Gas Workers, that's Nupang. Now, the meeting, which was earlier scheduled for 10 a.m., started around 5:30 p.m. due to the delay in the arrivals of Nupang officials. The meeting, currently ongoing at the conference room of the Ministry of Labour, Employment and Productivity, is aimed at stopping the nationwide industrial action before it inflicts significant damage on the kind of income that you get every month. You calculate your transport fare. Imagine it skyrocketing like that for you to go to work and return. What is now left for you to feed? What is now left for you to do any other personal items you need to get for yourself and your family? So it's a dire situation, and I hope this is resolved as soon as possible. So Nupang had accused Dangote and Association of pursuing crude and dangerous anti-union practices, a monopolistic agenda, and indecent industrial relations strategy, alleging the refinery pays some of the lowest wages in the sector and bars drivers for imported CNG trucks from joining industry unions. The union says those recruitment conditions violate Section 40 of the Constitution, the Labour Act, and International Labour Organization Conventions on Freedom of Association. Meanwhile, the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengasin, has thrown its weight behind the Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers in the push for unionization of tanker drivers and other employees at the Dangote refinery. Let's hope that this meeting, currently ongoing, is resolved as soon as possible. Nigerians cannot bear actually go through this at all. This is not the time for that. Now, something funny actually transpired earlier on today, I think precisely this afternoon. The Speaker, Abbas, has raised alarm as Nigeria's debt hits 149 trillion naira. I am surprised that he's calling that out. So apparently, Tajuddin Abbas raised the alarm over Nigeria's rising debt profile, warning that it has surpassed statutory ceiling and now poses a serious threat to fiscal sustainability. This was a statement he made today at the opening of the 11th annual Conference and General Assembly of the West Africa Association of Public Accounts Committees at the National Assembly, Abuja. Abba said Nigeria's debt had reached a critical point. He says as at the first quarter of 2025, Nigeria's total public debt stood at 149.39 trillion naira, about 97 billion US dollars. This represents a sharp rise from 121.7 trillion naira the previous year, underscoring how quickly the burden has grown. And even more concerning is the debt to GDP ratio, which now stands at roughly 52%, well above the 40% statutory ceiling set by our laws. He described the breach as a signal of strain on fiscal sustainability, stressing the need for stronger oversight, transparent borrowing practices, and a collective resolve to ensure every naira borrowed delivers tangible economic and social returns. Okay, so it's interesting that the speaker is actually saying this, because I think as of this month, just last week or 2 weeks ago, the president told us that our economy is blossoming.
Nobody believed me at first, but now everybody wants a pair. My friends roasted me for buying miracle glasses online. They said I got scammed, but
we're no longer borrowing. In the same vein, just on Friday, the president was to collect another tranche of dollars from the United States based on, economic recovery plan, education, and a couple of other palliative measures. And we're surprised because the president just said, rebuffed Trump by saying, we don't need to borrow you. We've made more money from, non-oil exports, so we don't necessarily have to rely on you. And then in the same breath, you're borrowing. And now they're telling us that our borrowing has, Nigeria's debt profile has reached the ceiling, and it is alarming. And I'm like, you guys are in the same party. What do you mean by this statement that you're actually giving? Okay, so interesting, isn't it? Fine. Let's move on to Omoye Showore. Basically, he is saying that he's not going to retract the statement where he called President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a criminal. Human rights activist and former presidential candidate Omoye Showore has declared that he will not withdraw the statement in which he described President Bola Tinubu as a criminal, despite pressure from the Department of State Services to Brazil, where the president claimed that corruption no longer existed in Nigeria's currency market. And in response, Showore went to his X account to berate the president. He wrote, this criminal at official bat actually went to Brazil to state that there is no more corruption under his regime in Nigeria. What audacity to lie shamelessly. In reaction, the DSS petitioned the social media platform X and Facebook to request the deactivation of Showore's accounts. The government agency later issued him a 1-week ultimatum to delete and retract his statement or face consequences. And in a fresh response, Showore insisted he will not back down. He says, even if you give me till the end of Tinubu's tenure in 2027, I will not retract my statement. Showore contested for the presidency under the African Action Congress in 2019 and 2023. I'm surprised that the DSS is actually writing to Omoye Showore. You know why? Because just this weekend in Katsina, in Borno, in Edo State, 8 NSCDC officials were murdered. Their bodies packed in the back of a truck. That's what. In Borno or Katsina, yes, they murdered 63 residents. Injured certain persons. What am I even saying 63? I heard it's up to 100 now. We had series of such attacks over the weekend. The DSS did not react or respond to that. Our security agencies did not speak on that, but they're rather speaking on Omoye Showore's post. And the DSS said that it was destabilizing and causing chaos, specifically from the complaints of the president's supporters. And I'm like, what is going on? I couldn't believe this. I literally couldn't believe this. What the DSS chose to respond to. And it tells you that they monitor all the things that are done on social media. They hear how people call out people, call for. Do you know that if you go on X account, just because of politics, people are asking for what transpired in 1967 to reoccur again, just because a certain person from a geographical location decided to campaign in 2023 because he had the audacity to aspire. The DSS sees all this talk, sees all these conversations of literal things that could cause genocide, the disunity in the country, even government officials being part of it, and the DSS did not utter a word. I'm not saying that Omoye Showore did right by insulting the president, whether you like it or not, he's the president. But look at what you chose to respond to. That is a priority for you? With all that transpired during the weekend? Okay, well, let's see how that one goes. Meanwhile, very interesting as well, President, what's his name? Deji Adeyanju said that he will help Tinubu to secure a second term. He said that he responded to Mr. Sam Amadi. He said it is his decision to vote for President Tinubu if the opposition, that is the African Democratic Congress, feels former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, in 2027. He said he will ensure that if the ADC decides to fill the ticket to Peter Obi, he would work against Peter Obi and ensure that Tinubu wins the 2027 election. So I think Mr. Deji Adeyanju has actually told us precisely where he stands, which is not bad. There's nothing wrong in deciding to tell us where you belong to. It is just the method with which you want to tell everyone where you belong to or whom you're supporting, and how you had to castigate another person to disclose or actually let us know what you're supporting. However, let's listen to this, and I will now play the response to, I had a conversation with the Lagos State APC spokesperson, Mr. Mogaji Olaseye Oladejo. We spoke earlier today in response to what Rhodes Vival said concerning the attack he went through on Friday. So let's take a listen to Revival, and then you now get the response of Mr. Olaseye.
A situation where the Nigerian police and thugs of the APC showed themselves to work hand in hand to disrupt and to create a one-party state.
You knew them to be thugs of the APC?
100%. And I'll tell you why. As that our event was supposed to hold on Saturday, we had paid for a field, right, a space in Alimosho. We had announced it. We had gotten permission from the police command in that area.
Are you researching dental implants?
There's a lot of dental offices that'll talk about doing their teeth in a day process. A lot of times what they mean is
Then on Thursday, we got reports that the Commissioner of Police says our event cannot hold. Thursday night, all the LCDA chairmen, in the APC chairmen, in the company of over 80 policemen, a Black Maria, and several Hilux vehicles, we have videos there online, went and occupied that field, right? Said that our event cannot happen. I should go and talk to the Commissioner of Police. He said I should come and see him. I go to the Commissioner of Police. I call, he does not pick. I text, he does not respond. I wait there for 2 hours, and then I left, understanding that it was a decoy to get me off that field, right? Now, on the Saturday, APC holds a rally on a field I paid for without any written explanation from the Commissioner of Police why I have my event there. While APC held its own rally on that field, we have videos. This is not hearsay. There are videos, they are online.
Which field was this?
Lion Field in Alimosho. APC held its event there. They cordoned off all the roads, and the police protected the APC.
You paid to the local?
I paid to the people in charge, the CDA in charge of it, right? Okay. We accepted that. We made alternative plans. 4 alternative plans. Wow. We had a hall where we're going to do our formation, which we did successfully. And we had a field that our people were supposed to go to for our meeting, right? That was kept secret because we suspected this kind of thing were to happen, because there's no reason why the local government chairman in the company of so many policemen will go and harass the CDA that why should they rent out a field to us, that this event cannot happen here. Now, our people have successfully started going to the other field, right? The DPO of that area came and saw them, went in, asked questions, came out, made calls, and shortly after, a whole team of police came there, opened the gate, stood back, and then let the thugs in. Again, we have videos of all of this. So you see a situation where the police yesterday superintended attack of property, violence. My own sister was rushed to the hospital. My blood sister, the director of RV Foundation that was there to do our healthcare outreach, was rushed to the hospital and was stitched on her head. Wow. My aide had a concussion. He's bleeding from his ears. Wow. Right? The police were there and superintended the destruction of all these buses. In Nigeria, as hard as it is today, think about how much it's going to cost to repair all these buses.
I can see things that look like bullet holes. Were they shooting?
There was shooting in the venue. The police shot, But I cannot say that. I think those were stones that destroyed those buses. Those were stones.
Yeah.
But you see the level of destruction. Police supposed to protect rented buses. These were police supposed to protect lives and property.
Yeah.
Now I'm telling you that this was happening while in Lion Field that I paid for, the APC was having a field day. No thugs, no weapon, nothing like this.
So did you challenge the leaders of that organization in that field for AP?
Do you need a loan for your business? Well, if you've been around for over a year, I'm about to show you how to get up to $3 million in funding.
What the leaders of the people that were having...
All right, so you just listened to Gbadebo Road's Vival there, so, and in reaction, because I had to ask questions, let it not be that when we hear reports like this, you don't listen from the other side. So I called the APC spokesperson for Lagos State to tell us precisely what happened. Could it be that somebody just speculated, or, he's overreacting, because the opposition always says that any problem they have within their party, everything is usually caused by the ruling party. So in order for us to get better context as to what we're dealing with and how well the APC is aware of what happened, I decided to speak with Mr. Mogajishe Oladejo. He is the official spokesperson for the APC in Lagos State. So let's take a brief listen to that interview. He's very busy, so I had to do a recorded aspect of our conversation.
To you guys concerning what happened last week Friday with the Gbadebo Road's Vival, who wanted to defect to the ADC, said that the APC sent thugs to steal where he was going to have his meeting, and that the thugs beat up the supporters that were there. They created conflict and caused disarray. In the second venue, in fact, he did a public statement, addressed the press that the police were there and could not stop the thugs. He also alluded that the APC as a political party is running on divisive and nepotistic, tribalistic politics and is clamping down on criticism or dissent. How do you react to this, sir?
Well, okay, now, it's strange to me, but if this entire process speaks to about maintaining peace and order in Lagos State, you agree with me that APC, as ruling party, remains the biggest stakeholder to ensure that we have a peaceful state so that we can continue successful governance of the state since 1999 when we started the democratic dispensation. Our party has never been known to indulge in violent conduct or encourage violence in any form. We don't really pay that much of our attention to so-called opposition party. More or less, an opposition party that is basically struggling for recognition, has no track record of any success, and there is nothing indicating that they will even succeed in the coming polls. So I think I will advise Rose Vival to look inwards about the multiple crises and conflicts within their party, which could best be responsible for the kind of hiccups and problems that they are having about the first task. And they should also learn to play opposition. Opposition is not played by ascribing every trouble. If the weather is inclement, you ascribe to the ruling party and not suffer anything. So we, in totality, deny involvement in whatever scuffles took place at their so-called declaration rally. It's not a business. We don't want to be a part of it. And let me just assure you that the opposition is just trying to hold on to straws and trying to give an alibi, an excuse for the imminent defeat come 2027.
Okay.
This viral showerhead boosts water pressure and cuts your water bill by 30%. This dermatologist from New York just discovered how to transform.
I sincerely do apologize for that. A call interrupted the conversation. Okay, so I'm going to continue playing the conversation I had with him while I put my phone now on silence. Kindly bear with us.
It's as simple as that.
All right, Mr. Shea, are you saying that no one was aware of what happened, or you wanted to maintain the APC as
I'm not a party. I'm not a member of the opposition party. So ordinarily, you will not expect me at their events.
Okay.
I'm also sorry in the news like any other person. I don't speak for the security agencies.
Okay.
I don't speak for the police or the DSS. So whatever has to do with maintenance of law and order at those venues, I think the police will be in a very good position to put their views across. And I think they also issued a number of statements in that regard over the weekend.
All right, so another pending question, which is on the minds of everyone, is the kind of politics being run in Lagos State seems hostile. Being run in Lagos State by the APC is hostile. Hostile in the terms of they do not want any form of competition with any opposition party. And there are talks that in 2027, they may not allow other political party aspirants or even supporters, vote or come to the polls, with the recent trend of stopping people who are not APC supporters or APC members from carrying on with any campaign activities in Lagos, like what was experienced during the...
Talk is cheap. There's nothing indicating... Since 1999, we always have opposition parties in Lagos.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they have not really had so much of a success at the polls, but we know that is a part and parcel of democracy, that there should be dissenting voices, which we are not adverse to. There should also be checks and balances, to put the ruling party on its toes. So it's welcome. So we're not in a position, by the virtue of the guarantee of the Federal Court of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, to say no to opposition parties in the state. They are welcome, but we all need to play by the rules.
And what are the rules, sir? What are the rules?
The rules are as simple as that. Mutual respect. You need to also respect the other party, just like it's done in sports, and you also ensure that whatever you're asking for, you're ready to give. You want peace. You also ensure that you also play by the rules and ensure that your conduct is also peaceful. It's as simple as that.
Yes, sir, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. They wrote to the state government. They sought permission. The meeting was not hostile. It was quiet and all. Now that's the complaint. So, in what way are the opposition parties?
So how about what I told you, that they should look inwards? He as much as said that they have factions in their party. Do you know what factions mean in the political party? They resort on their tactics to outdo each other, and so they should look inwards for whatever problems they have in their party. APC will refuse any day to be a part of it.
All right, sir. On the national level, on the national scale of things, I know you speak for the APC as a political party, but let's say, especially for Lagos State, but on the national level, on the case of insecurity, how is the party reacting to this, being the party that is in power?
To the best of my knowledge, the situation in the country has improved since the president took over. And recently, the National Security Advisor, I believe you are the one to ask the questions and to answer, right?
Okay.
Recently, the National Security Advisor gave a scorecard, which I dare say was quite impressive. Do we still have skirmishes of security challenges here and there? Yes. We don't have a perfect situation yet, but can only get better as government continues to invest, to inspire, to motivate our security forces, and as the locals also continue to play their role, the situation will continue to improve. Definitely, it is much better than it was 2 years ago when Mr. President came on board, and there's every indication that it's continuing to improve.
In Kwara State, recently, some armed herdsmen killed some farmers. That's not the only thing that happened. In Katsina, in Borno, in Edo State, all of this happened in the past.
I just as much as admitted that we still have skirmishes. I never told you is there yet. I never told you we have 100% perfect situation. All those issues have been addressed, and they will be addressed as time goes on. And insecurity, bad economy, all these issues are not peculiar to Nigeria. It's world over. But we are addressing our part of this. Our government is not lukewarm, we're not indifferent. We're the government that cares for the people. And the number one duty of a serious government is security of lives and property. And that's very much in our front burner.
All right. What about the economy generally? Do you think there's an improvement in the economy?
You would not deny the gains, recent gains. Just this morning I issued a statement on the Chinese business and accessing Naira for some sum of business transactions with Nigeria. You cannot dismiss the implication of that for ease of doing business, implication of that for the power of the Naira, for strengthening our currency, for respect for Nigeria as a sovereign country, and other areas too. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. But those policies, those sacrifices, I can assure you, will not go for nothing. And that more the president has reassured us. The removal of the subsidies has meant that there are now, there's more money now in the hands of the state governors to put in place infrastructures and have impactful projects here and there. And imagine the multiplier effect of each state of the federation being one huge construction site. It has implications for the suppliers, for the artisans, for the other managers and the rest of it. So it can only get better. The economy will improve. That much I can assure you. And it's nothing for the opposition to blow about. By the way, if I may remind you, all the contending parties during the last elections assured that they were going to remove the subsidies, and that was exactly what Mr. President did.
Exactly. There was no cautionary
and the gains and the gains will be consequences
of removing subsidy totally. There was no cautionary effect. That's the problem here. So it did hard.
That is not correct. That is not correct. When you take hard decisions in government, which any government would do, because we need to sacrifice now to have a better future for us and the generation unborn, and that has to be done. Government is all about taking decisions that will be impactful, and at times they might not necessarily go with popular emotion.
All right, Mr. Shea, here is the thing. What the IMF or what the economists are saying, basically what is on paper, looks good, looks nice. But in reality,
I'm sure you didn't miss the commendation of the likes of Okonjo-Iweala, a respected economist,
yes,
and Governor Soludo, and their opinion. They are highly regarded and informed opinion about Nigerian economy and the direction. That cannot be dismissed with the
what I'm saying is that the average Nigerian is barely hanging on. There's a disparity with what is being said or what is on paper and the reality on ground. A major disparity. Cost of living has increased, transportation on the rise, food is expensive as well. And these are the things that people need to survive. These are the elements that makes a population thrive. Okay? So when these things are not improving, how does anyone believe what is being
all those changes will not happen overnight. They will happen gradually, and the impact will be felt.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you joining us
Don't
at our next investor
webinar.
All right, Mr. Shea Ladijo, thank you so much for taking your time.
God bless you and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, I needed to play all that because, again, it's quite important that we have things, in context. It's very, very necessary. You don't just listen to one side, you listen to the other side. Badabo Roosevelt is insisting that the police in connivance with the APC did what they did when he wanted to announce his, meeting, like that is his defection to the ADC, and the two venues, they follow them there until the third one. So it was quite ridiculous, and that was why that response was needed from the APC spokesperson. Meanwhile, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration has announced the sack of Fego John Umunubu as an aide or to the president serving in the office of Vice President Kashim Shettima. These caused rancor within the administration of the president and as well with the vice president. Now, this was made known in a statement released today by the Director of Information and Public Relations, State House, Abiodun Oladunjoye. Umunubu had served as a special assistant to the president on digital and creative economy, office of the vice president. The presidency also warned that anyone who interfaces with him in the name of administration does so at their own risk. Now, Umunubu eventually said at last he is free. That is his response. Fego John Umunubu has reacted following his dismissal as Special Assistant on Digital and Creative Economy to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the office of the Vice President. Umunubu's disengagement was approved today and was with immediate effect according to a statement issued. All right. Now, although no official reason was given for the decision, the presidency warned stakeholders, including the general public. The announcement came just days after Umunubu had publicly pledged loyalty to Vice President Kashim Shettima and Tinubu's government, urging Nigerians to rally behind the renewed hope agenda. So Umunubu took to Instagram, sharing a screenshot of the official release and writing, "It has been my honor country and the creative industry. Now I am free to fly." And a lot of Nigerians were like, were you not flying before?
What does that actually mean? Are you saying you're not happy with the current situation on ground? What are you proposing? What is mysteriously happening? Meanwhile, Articles 8 has called on INEC's chairman, Yakubu Mahmoud, to release the authentic comprehensive reports of the authentic comprehensive results of the 2023 election. They say that the 2023 comprehensive result is not out there, supposedly being held by INEC for reasons best known to them, that Nigerians deserve to know the true result of 2023 presidential election. A couple of persons are saying, what use would that be if the real results of the election was released? So were there 2 or 3 results that was released by INEC in 2023? We're going to find all of this out and get our reactions from Barrister Darlington after this very short break. Please do kindly stay with us. Gunmen, and it is so sad actually. A couple of people feel that maybe the political party in charge can see how close to home insecurity has gotten to. A 5-man gang of gunmen suspected to be kidnappers abducted the wife and daughter of Alhaji Muhammad Swasun, the chairman of the All Progressives Congress in Patigi local government area, Kwara State. The victims of the incident, which happened at Sakwefu area of the local government, were actually identified as Hajiya, the party chairman's wife, and Amina, his daughter. So apparently VOP News gathered that the attack occurred on Sunday night when the assailants jumped over the fence into the chairman's compound, shooting sporadically to instill fear amongst the residents. And they reportedly broke into one of the rooms where they found the wife and daughter, whisked them away at gunpoint. Yeah, that's the case at the moment, while security is trying to rally around and see how they can get them back. Barrister Darlington, good evening. How are you?
Esther, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Yes, how are you? How was the weekend?
Well, here we are. Quite a lot to unpack, you know, in a very short time.
Exactly.
So let's start off with Omoye the show, and then we'll proceed with what happened with Gbadebo Road Survival and the response of the APC spokesperson reaction to what happened. Yeah. Then we'll proceed to what Articles 8 is Yakubu to do, and if it's possible for that to be done, and what essence will that be at this point in time. Then Abbas telling us that our borrowing has hit the ceiling is actually quite surprising because it's in contrast with what the president just told us now. What do you have to say about all of this?
Yeah, Esther, first I had to warmly apologize to our listeners and viewers. It's part of the job.
Could we use your house to trial our 24-hour bathroom upgrade system? We're looking for homeowners within...
The thing is that we have a covenant with you, and we must make sure we fulfill that covenant by making sure that we reach you. In spite of all odds, it's part of our own sacrifice in national development. So, bear with us. It's not within our power. If not, we would have been here earlier than now. But thank God we are here. So, Esther, based on what I've just said, please, I want to ask you, if the DSS want to pick Showore, do they need to be writing letter and wasting our time? Esther, can you just imagine? Each time I tell you that there is something these people are not telling, they are distracting our attention. Other people that DSS have gone to pick in their homes and other, did they write them, giving them time to come and see them?
Did they send them WhatsApp message?
If there is any infraction committed by Showore, let them take him to court, as they have always done. How many court cases now is on Shore's head?
But do the court actually, did they take people to court? They normally arrest the person. I'm surprised
let us even assume that there is so wrong done here. They're supposed to take him to court. That is the only thing now.
So let us assume that there is wrong done here.
Then why are they not inviting him?
No, let us assume there is wrong done here.
But there is a reason for what they are doing. They have already told X to delete whatever post Showore sent to them.
They should deactivate his account. That he's not supposed to call the president a criminal.
But Elon Musk is telling you that it is on this day that narratives are set. That means they didn't see what Showore said as offensive.
Showore said they sent him a message.
That's what I'm saying now. That is, if X, if they saw that thing as an offensive message, they would have done it without even DSS telling them. When Buhari sent his own, did he take all this game for them to do the needful? They shut down the Buhari's account. Is that not true? So they don't need to tell those people what to do. What is that? What Esther? Did you listen to what Americans told Donald Trump? Please, did you listen? And when DSS can go and bring all those things out, you mean America said they don't know anything, Abi? Donald Trump doesn't know anything. It is you in Nigeria. Besides, this is the distraction. I don't want Nigeria to take this in serious.
Are you serious?
I am not
Barrister,
joking.
can you stay here and call the president a criminal? The DSS will not come and carry you away in the middle of the night.
No.
They will not even see your
I
body.
am talking of the drama. The drama of telling Showore, we give you 1 week to come and see us. You give one to remove your post. What kind of thing is that?
Showore don't talk to
They don't know
Bello.
where Showore is, or they don't know where to get him. Or I don't understand. These are distractions. Did they give any other Nigeria this privilege before they
For
pick them?
where they send down their
You can see what I'm talking
WhatsApp
about. You can
message.
see.
The lady that called out the president and his son, she's still in Kirikiri.
Oh.
Still in custody up till now.
I remember when one young man was telling Buhari's wife that the food that meant for the poor you are eating, that's why you are too fat. What happened? They sought him out and brought him to Aisha to do punching bag with that boy.
Exactly.
Is that not what happened in Nigeria?
Yeah.
But in Shore, they had to beg him, tell him, give him time and all that. And you are telling me that this DSS, they know what they are doing. Just like you mentioned, look at all this security around us. They did not even see those things as a problem. Besides Esther, Tinubu is not in Nigeria.
Yep.
So on whose behalf are they acting?
The supporters of the president are not happy.
When somebody threatened Tinubu was here, was DSS not in Nigeria at that time, Esther? What happened to that Sheikh Tenshi? What happened to that man up to today? Did you hear that he was invited or even reprimanded? They should stop this drama they are doing with Showore. We are tired of it.
Exactly.
They should stop this drama. I ask you again, how many court cases are on Showore's head that we have not seen the end up to today? How many court cases? Every time they will go and be harassing him, distracting our attention and all that. They should look for what to do. If they don't know, they should come. Let us tell them what to do. Insecurity is ravaging Nigeria. Let us start picking those things, Esther. That is the distraction. Or what happened to Roosevelt? Esther, let me tell you. You know, each time I raise this issue here, some gullible, ignorant psychopaths will not even look at the message. Esther, I'm telling you that gangsters are taking over Lagos.
Bam!
Just take it, it's simplicity. Gangsters have taken over Lagos. Forget about all this smart city, center of excellence. Forget it. Esther, behind this facade, gangsters in the name of Agbero have now become an alternative government in Lagos State.
Bam!
I'm not joking because you cannot tell me that a state governed by leaders that this type of thing will be going on over the years. This is not the first time, Esther.
Who's coming in the driveway?
But the SPC spokesperson said he was not aware that they should look inwards. It could be within the agency.
Let me tell
that
you,
there are factions in the
Esther,
agency.
leave that thing. Let me tell you, it is the responsibility of a government to check insecurity within their food. How many of those people were arrested and they confirmed that they are ADC members?
No, Baliba Rosevival said that the DSP was the security at the gate while the thugs were let into the venue to do what they did.
That was what he said.
Yeah, he said it on national
How many people were now arrested? If they are members of the other party, how were they trailing Rosevival and his own people? Is it possible? Why haven't they come and issue a statement and say, yes, we are the one that did it, so we are ADC members?
According to Rosevival, the second venue, when they got there, that the DCP police in charge of that area called some people.
Yes,
and that was how those guys now came in.
So that means you have an alternative government in Lagos State, and these are these thugs and agberos. You can see Esther. Esther, you can see. When we tell you that this place has become a gangster paradise, these are our reasons. In a Senate climb, how could these boys be doing what they are doing and the state government will not rein them in? You can see how they are winning election through Togre, through Brigade, through Agbero. You can see it.
Some people will say that Baliba Rosevival is not the son of the soil.
Oh, really? Esther, that is their lie. Let all of them come and bring out their genealogy. Let them bring out their family tree. Rosevival is that, in fact, he's the most indigenous of all of them.
They said he's not a pure blood.
I said Rosevival is an indigenous. He's the real core Yoruba man. I mean Yoruba, when you talk of indigene, The house, housing the local government, that roundhouse at Lagos Island, where you have a city center. That land belonged to Rosevival's great grandfather. That land belonged to Rosevival's great grandfather. Esther, tell any of these people doing this, tell them to trace their family history and their family tree. It's either they are from Ogun State, or Oyo State, or Osun, or Ekiti, or Ondo. None of them can trace the history of their grandfather to Lagos State. Yet, they have taken over here, dictating for the real sons of Lagos State what to do and what not to do. And the real sons of Lagos State are there watching. Esther, have you seen what I'm telling you?
God damn.
How can you, if you truly belong to Lagos, how can you be threatening your own brother in this manner, calling him Omale? In what form or shape?
They said that he was not meant to align with Peter Obi. He was not meant to be with the Labour Party. And that he is not a pure Yoruba.
I said, what nonsense is that? What kind of nonsense story is that? The last time I checked, this thing is not in our constitution. So why are you pushing it? What kind of, you are not a true Yoruba, that your father married an Igbo woman? How many of Yoruba men married Igbo woman in Nigeria? Go and check all of them. Davido married an Igbo lady. So it's not a
House of Rep members. Go and check their wives. Currently sitting in Lagos.
Exactly. Esther, you see, because all of us have kept quiet, it's a very big shame, Esther. You can see what quietness has done to Lagosians.
What do you mean by quiet?
Yes, they kept quiet for too long. They kept quiet when this thing was going on in Lagos State, Esther.
When what was going on, sir?
When this type of evil seed was sown in Lagos State, the people of Lagos kept quiet. Look at it now. It is going to consume everybody. So when you now come out to do anything in Lagos State, they start the real person, they're supposed to trace his family history. Nobody is doing that, Esther. Nobody. So this is how Nigeria is going to develop, Abi. Oh my God. How are the mighty falling? My people truly perish for lack of knowledge. Esther, look at Rosevival, well educated, with a family, a very strong family background. Look at what they are doing to him. Look at Lagos. Esther, look at Lagos. And the elders of Lagos are there watching. Nobody is talking, Esther. Nobody is asking, where did this thought to come from? They cannot be true Lagosian, because the last time I checked, Lagos have a lot of respect for their elders. These children, these Igboros, they are not from Lagos. They can't be. They imported them here. Yeah, they imported them. They can't.
Were you there?
I said they imported them. Just because they speak Yoruba does not make them Yorubas. I'm not joking. Yeah, they imported them. That's why they are doing all these things.
They imported them?
They imported them, Esther.
From where now, Barrister?
From neighboring states in Lagos. They are not Lagosians.
Are you sure?
They are not. If they are, they can't be behaving like this. Insulting and killing their own brother because of election. How does that pan out? Tell me, Esther, how? You are a Lagosian. A Lagosian, you are attacking him. On what ground, Esther? Just explain it to me. If it is Fulani Hebrew, it's okay, they are from another tribe and region and all that. This is your own brother. Somebody you know his family tree.
Prop 50 threatens what voters built. Voters approved an independent commission to create fair election districts. Prop 50 destroys this good work. It's a direct attack on democracy that tears away the power of choice. Protect democracy. No on 50.
We have a Labor Day cooling special.
Sorry guys, commercial.
Miss out. You can get a brand new air conditioner.
Tell me, Rosevival does not have any other state, any other community apart from this Lagos State, and that makes him a true indigenous of Lagos State. Rosevival.
Well, since he's not in APC, since he's not in the ruling party, he may not be recognized.
What does that tell you?
Maybe when he joins the APC, he'll be a pure blood.
Hold on, Esther, please be very careful. No, seriously. So, is APC the owner of Lagos State? Esther, is APC the owner of Lagos State? Tell me, which book wrote that one? Which law wrote that one? That APC is owned by Lagos State. What kind of thing is this, Esther? When did the APC come on board? 2013. Before 2013, Lagos was not in existence, Abi. Do you know that of all the places that was amalgamated, both north and southern Nigeria, Lagos was even a separate colony. It was a different, in fact, it was a different city and state. Mbwana Njike was the administrator. Rubadu's father was an administrator of Lagos Colony. Lagos was never amalgamated. Go and check your history, Esther. So why did you claiming to own Lagos for God's sake? That you are telling me APC. So it has become a law that APC owns Lagos State. I mean, Esther, look at it yourself. Is APC a tribe? Esther, is APC a tribe?
Answer.
It is
Esther, answer.
It is a tribe. It is a people that owns a place. Not spirit, not a party. Why are you telling me that APC? When did they become the owner of Lagos State? Can you just tell me when it happened? And who came together and said, oh yeah, APC, take Lagos State. It belongs to you. Esther. You can imagine when people are destroying themselves, they don't know. If they have taken this thing from the beginning, these people would not have gone this far in infamy.
Exactly.
Esther, look at what we see in the Lagos State. I pity and sympathize with Sanwo-Olu because I can bet you he didn't know what is going on. They have sidelined him in Lagos State. Since he cannot even talk to the speaker of Lagos State, he can't even talk to him. And yet he's the governor. Look at what they're doing under his watch. And you are telling me that this thing will not end somewhere. I have been warning these people. Remember what happened in 1964, the Wild Wild West. Because people who don't know where they started beating them, they won't know where it will end.
Bam!
The people that are causing this, they should go back to their history. It has started like a small joke. Oh. It has started. Okay, what if Rosa would not go and organize his own talk center? What do you think would have happened? Did you see how the Wild Wild West started? Have you seen it? Have you seen it, Esther? Is there any Igbo man involved in this thing now? As to say it is so everybody that does not belong to Lagos State want to take Lagos State. Esther, anybody that want to do anything in Lagos State want to take their land. What kind of thing is this for God's sake? When did this thing start in Lagos State, Esther? Have you asked yourself that question? They have forgotten that after party, life remains. If they destroy this Lagos, where will they go to, Esther? Where will they go to? Nobody is asking that question. We are saying it now, nobody will listen. Definitely, this thing will boomerang, whether you like it or not. How can you be calling that gentleman a non-indigent or Mali? For what? He doesn't belong to Lagos. Do you belong to Lagos State? Esther, tell me any of these people that belong to Lagos State. Tell me, go and mention them. Let us tell where they came from. Because you can use 1,000 naira and cross from Ogun State to Lagos. You have become a Lagosian. You have become the owner of Lagos. Look at what is going on in Lagos. Agbero. Esther, you were telling me someday that last week here that even if you want to pack from where you're living to another place, this bus will come for money.
Yeah, they'll collect money.
Can you just imagine? Esther, can you just imagine? And I told you so in another program, you cannot claim that you want to make life better for Lagosians, yet you allow these boys to making things harder for Lagosians. It's a contradiction. Look at how much people are paying for transportation to and from work. Who are causing it? Agberus. You buy a land to develop it, problem. Some people have abandoned their building because they cannot afford to pay Omonile. You buy market. Unless you bring Omoye, you can't carry your market. In Lagos State, for God's sake. In Lagos State. In Lagos State. I thank God. These people that went to Enugu the other day, MBA conference. One Yoruba lawyer said that one thing he took away is that he didn't see Agbero in any Enugu street. He said it. After you played it here. He said he didn't see one Agbero in any Enugu street or motor park. Is that not something somebody should learn from?
Are they taking people?
Look at where they have turned Lagos into a gangster paradise. And you are telling me that this thing will continue? Hold on. You mean this thing will continue? They should not put this Lagos State on fire because of politics. So.
But Barrister, what Mr. Olashoye actually discloses that there are factions within the ADC.
It's a lie.
And
not in this Lagos.
That the factions sponsored what happened.
It's a lie. It's a pure Esther. Please listen very well. When there is such a faction, it will start within the party. Let us see whether anybody would have come to disrupt that meeting. But these were thoughts engineered and aided by the police.
Yes.
You're about to lose $40,000 for your car
I agree.
You don't know this one trick. Check this out. It turns out insurance companies use AI to
is internal matter.
Welcome, Biba.
True of us. There wouldn't have been any police involvement or talks coming in. What are you telling me? So, in all the other areas, this thing has happened. It is internal party affair, internal disagreement. How come it is only opposition that these things are happening to? It's not happening to APC men. Okay, look at it. Look at it, Esther.
And he said that they follow rules, but that they follow. They allow opposition. Good. But you need to follow the rules.
Listen very well, where they paid for APC talks and their local government chairman, they had to go and do their own rally on the same spot too. Esther, did you hear that? Or didn't you hear?
Yes. They held the rally.
So how come it is now ADC factions? How do you justify? You know, when somebody is lying to you, you will know now. You can see when I tell you that APC was founded on lies. So everything they do, lie must come inside it.
All right, Barrister.
They can never be truthful.
Let me correct something there. You said that Lagos was never amalgamated.
Yes, it was not.
It was. Lagos colony was first amalgamated with the Southern Nigerian Protectorate.
Oh my God, Esther.
Barrister, hold on. Calm down.
Listen,
calm down,
very
Barrister.
well.
I'm coming.
Somebody sent you the wrong message.
No, wait, hold. No, it's not a message.
Go ahead.
There's a chronological breakdown. In 1962, Lagos was annexed and declared a British Crown colony. In 1906, the Lagos colony was merged with the Southern Nigerian Protectorate, creating a new administrative entity called the Colony and Protectorate of Southern Nigeria. And then in 1914, the Colony and Protectorate of Southern Nigeria, which now included the former Lagos colony, was then amalgamated with the Northern Nigerian Protectorate to form the single Colony and Protectorate of Nigeria.
Good. Esther, thank you. Before this amalgamation you are talking about, what was the position of Lagos? Remember, it was a Benin territory. Are you aware? Benin is founded Lagos. Are you aware, Esther? Maybe you are talking of the whole Lagos. So there is a place called Lagos in the southwest here. In fact, as at that time you are talking, as recent as 1958, if you are running away from tax by the Western government of Awolowo, and you cross Jibowu, you cross Jibowu, they will leave you alone. I'm talking of 1958, Esther. To tell you what I'm talking about, 1958, just recently, if Awolowo's government, Western government are pursuing you for tax, and you manage to cross over Jibowu, and run into Yaba, they will leave you alone. You are not part of them. It's on record. Let somebody dispute it.
It was founded by the Awori people.
So how can you not tell me that Lagos was a part of it, Esther? Maybe people are mistaking certain things. Why do you think Ikeja? The meaning of Ikeja is Ikorodu Egbe Joint Administration. Have you answered that question, Esther?
Bam!
Go and read the history of this and I'm telling you. It's a record. Some people are trying to rubbish history. And that is why they are making mistakes.
Joint administration.
You cannot join them in their foolery. You can't. You can't rubbish history. You cannot. Let them be very aware. Let them be very aware of what they are doing. I am telling you, this thing will cause problem. Go and mark my word. If this history is not corrected and these thoughts are rending, there will be problem in Lagos. I'm not a prophet of doom. They are calling for this problem. They are calling for it, and they will see it if they are not careful. Why is it that every time we don't allow people to rest? We don't allow people to rest for God's sake, Esther. This history I told you now, is it not a fact? The Oba of Benin, he came here and validated what I've been saying here. So what is this doubt? You're the owner of Lagos. Yet your crown head has allegiance in Benin Kingdom. Is that true or not? The first Oba Asiba was a Benin prince. A Benin prince was the first Oba of Lagos. Why do you think you can, if you are wallowing in your ignorance, do you think all of us are ignorant? Every time people will make noise, Lagos, Lagos, Lagos. Meanwhile, they didn't contribute one single thing to this Lagos. They didn't. People came in here and built Lagos for them. It has now become their own. Why can't you go and claim Oyo State? Why can't you go and claim Ogun State? They forgot that this place was the federal capital territory. Former. When Nigeria had money, when money had value, The federal government of Nigeria, the Nigerian people invested it in this Lagos, and that's why Lagos is where it is today. How can somebody come and claim it next time? Tell me, does it make sense?
Well, Barrister, again, I need you to calm down.
Calm down, because you are not the one that suffered what that man suffered. Look, Esther, I am telling you, these people will cause problem. Oh. I am not joking. These people will cause problem with this nonsense they are doing. Every time they go and hire talks and agros. Is that why they kept these boys? Young men who are supposed to be looking for a means of livelihood, they just kept them somewhere for their own selfish interest, Esther. Is that not a shame?
Nobody believed me at first, but now everybody wants a pair. My friends roasted me for buying miracle glasses online. They said I got scammed.
Barrister Darlington hand, though. The man they provoke.
You came to be civilized.
I'm learning. I just learned. Wow.
What kind of rubbish is this? Every time.
I'm telling you.
An open man. You want to take Lagos.
They say they're no longer going to be civilized, that they've been liberal enough, and that people are taking their liberality for granted.
Can you imagine?
They are becoming conservative. They are conserving their culture.
Can you imagine?
Who is talking? Is that person from Lagos? That's the first thing you ask. Who is opening mouth and talking like this? Who is that person? Go and check. He's not from Lagos. He is not from
Lagos. History. Did you people know it was Ikorodu Egba joint administration?
And think of what is going on in their own land. They should have a meeting and ask themselves questions. How can people who are from nowhere come over here and be declaring Lagos to be their own? On what ground? Meanwhile, they didn't contribute anything. Rather, they are taking from Lagos. Esther, they are taking from Lagos without adding anything here. Go ask all of them that came from neighboring state. What did they come? What did they bring here? What did they bring here? Nothing. They are not contributing anything. Rather, they want to take from Lagos and from the people. And Lagosians kept quiet. That is even what is worrying me. You mean there are no indigenous Lagosians that will ask questions and say, where are we coming from? Where are we going? If not for Dangote, Esther, would you have known that somebody sold their land to Dangote for $100 million? Was it not Dangote that said it? It was that time that some people went to court. They want to, I said, look at. Esther said, look at. You want to go to court after your land has been sold for many years ago, and the money used to build mansions all over the place. You don't want to go to court. What came out of that way? Nothing. Esther, nothing. You see why I told you that the people destroying Lagos are not from Lagos? Have you seen it? Because if they are from, they won't behave like this, Esther. They won't behave like this. My Bible says, if you teach your child where he should go, when he grow up, he will not depart from it. The real Lagosian, the real indigenous Lagosian, they don't have time for this type of nonsense, Esther.
All right,
it's not in their character.
Let's move on to another topic. Yeah? The Speaker of the House of Reps, Tajuddin Abbas, has raised alarm over Nigeria's rising debt profile, warning that it has surpassed the statutory ceiling and now poses a serious threat to fiscal sustainability. And this actually runs in contrast to what the president told us last week concerning Nigeria and its borrowing, while he was asking for more borrowing, from the World Bank. I think I read it out here on Friday, about $1.46 trillion more borrowings. And meanwhile, he rebuffed Donald Trump by telling Donald Trump that we actually don't need you. I mean, Nigeria got more money from its non-oil exports, which it's considered to be quite,
Yes, that we are in a deep mess.
Okay, Barrister, just heard him. But this is the funny thing: the Speaker has made a U-turn by clarifying his position about Nigeria's debt profile. He's insisting that he never condemned government borrowing. So it's just like what happened with Daniel Bwala, when we heard him categorically say Lagos is no man's land, and then he now had to retract his statement because he had been supposedly spoken to, and he said he did not mean it in that context. He was meaning it in a different context by saying that everyone obviously knows that Lagos is Yoruba land. It's constitutionally known. But Abbas is coming to say, no, I didn't say that. I was just saying I never said borrowing is bad. For example, he says that through his special advisor on New Media, he maintained that he supports borrowing when it is responsibly managed and effectively overseen. That he never condemned borrowing. Public debt, if managed prudently, can be a tool for growth and prosperity. The legislature's role is to ensure that every naira borrowed delivers tangible value to Nigerians. My question is, why isn't there anyone who comes out to say something a little bit of the reality?
By the time they rattle him, he will change his mouth. I will tell you that everybody is living in fear. Nobody wants to say it is as it is. The man that they sack now, did you hear what he said? He said, I am free now.
I'm free
that
to
means
fly.
the man has been in bondage. That's the simple truth. Nobody wants to say the truth again, Esther. The moment you say the truth, they will come after you. If a Roosevelt is not a Lagosian, is not an indigenous Lagos, can somebody trace for me where Roosevelt will come from? Because biologically, religiously speaking, it is the father that owns the child. Is that not true? Your mother can come from the moon. Your mother can come from the outer space. The man that married you, where he came from, is where the child belongs. Esther. True or false?
True.
So what is this nonsense that it does not belong to Lagos? Where is the original ancestral home of Roosevelt? Somebody should trace it for me.
First, I have entered Roosevelt again.
Esther. This thing is very germane. Everybody should be very careful about this person because it will cause problem in Lagos. Every little thing, you are not from Lagos, you want to take Lagos from us. What kind of nonsense is that, Esther? Is that the real issue we are talking about, Esther? Is that the real issue? Tell me. Continuously, these people are fighting this ambassador of trouble. And they are not even ready to fight. So when the war breaks out now, they won't fight.
There will be no war in Jesus' name.
This thing you are doing to this young man, is it not enough to cause problem? You see a son of the soil, all of a sudden, you are telling me he doesn't belong here. So where does he belong, Esther? Let them tell me for once, where is the ancestral home of Roosevelt? Let them tell me. Then the matter will be closed. It's simple as that. Esther, as for the economy, don't deceive yourself. We are in a deeper mess. Esther, we are in a, all this thing they are covering is all lies. We are in a deeper mess. The only thing is that the money, wherever they are putting it, wherever it's going to, with time, somebody will come and tell us. Because you cannot tell me that the subsidy money, the one they took from electricity, the one from floating of the naira, and other taxes they are collecting all over the place.
For Barrister, should be you know say this Agberoism, it don't spread. It's not just in Lagos. They for Anambra. They for Abia.
Good.
They for
hold on, Esther.
Serious Agberoism. They for Abuja.
Oh, Esther, you see, that is it. They say when you allow evil to fester for too long, it will become a culture.
In fact, in Abuja last week, they burnt. I think they caused accidents.
Accident for one man or one woman.
Yes, they killed the three of them.
Because they want to collect money from. You can see, where did it now start? Esther, you see what I'm telling you now? Where did this start spreading? Is it not from here? Even this insurance package for ex-governors, where did it start? Is it not in Lagos?
Barrister, serious properties, what millions of naira for them,
Where did it start? You can see what I'm talking about. They want to make it a culture in Nigeria, Esther. Something, that is why I'm telling people, be very wary of what you support, because my Bible says whatever you sow, you will reap. Look at what you're telling me now. Do you don't know anything about Agberu? Is it our culture?
It's not just Igbo. It's not just Igbo.
I am just telling you where you are mentioning my side.
I'm mentioning your side.
You mentioned it, yes. Now, listen very well. The thing I know about union, you pay your dues at the motor park before you take off. Esther, you pay at the motor park.
Watch what magnesium does to your bowels.
If you have to wipe more than 4 times after you poop, here's
why. TMI.
That has been the culture. That has been the tradition.
Hey, Guy Walele, welcome. Long time.
You see one haggard-looking young man waiting there for people to drop, and then you go and tell the driver to grab his steering.
Ikorodu Ekpe. Oh, thank you, Henry. Thank you.
Barrister, can you recall
I think say now Yoruba word though. I learned today.
As a drunkard, a sinking fisherman.
Of course.
And also called a passenger expired meat.
Exactly.
So
welcome, Henry.
Going after
I said Tinubu during their primary at the St. Balogu Stadium. He opened the mouth and said, Jonathan, Koni Okolo. That was how he. Tinubu said it that Jonathan Koni Okolo, he doesn't have sense. Tinubu said it.
Wow.
I mentioned where it happened. He said it.
Where you did?
All the things they said about, even when they carried the coffin and wrote Jonathan's name there, nobody saw that, Abi. It didn't happen in this country. Was anybody arrested? Esther, was anybody arrested? Answer me. Every little thing they are defending to. Look at DSS. Tomorrow now, when they tell you that your political parties are terrorist organizations, say, how did that happen? Is that not the when you put fear? The first thing that the terrorists are known for is what? Fear. They instill fear on the people. That is their weapon of trade.
It's an eye opener, Mikey. I'm telling you. I even did research them already.
Can continue to instill fear on people like this. Then is that a political party? Tell me, is that a political party? You want Lagos to develop through this means, Abi? Are you serious? Let us continue to deceive ourselves. Every little thing, Esther, it has become a problem. Meanwhile, the economy is bleeding, Esther. I told you here that Tinubu doesn't know anything about managing resources.
But the president said the economy is blossoming with
yes,
economic reforms and policies.
For somebody who have never told you any truth.
And the spokesperson, the Lagos State APC spokesperson just told us that this will take time. But that, you know, the International Monetary Fund, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Chukwuma Soludo, has given good references to the president's policies to revitalize the economy.
Yes. Okay. What these people are saying, is it what is on ground, Esther?
No, it is not reflected.
So
I asked him that question. There's a major disparity with what is on paper and what is being felt.
To deceive gullible Nigerians. Anytime, what Okonjo-Iweala said, what do you want her to say?
Well, Barrister, so the APC is very certain that they will come back in 2027.
You said what?
The APC is very certain that they will win in 2027 because the president is really doing well.
Let them come back. Esther, Nigerians, over to you. If you want Tinubu to come back, let him come back. I will not even be bothered. If after you have seen all these things and you still
I'm telling you, Guy Walele, I cannot. For a long time, I thought Ikeja was just a Yoruba word. Oh my God! I just tweeted it out now. I'm waiting to see if I get any responses. What?
Well, some Nigerians say, "What is the essence of that? What do they intend to do with? What will
man? Some of these things need to be taught to.
I mean, 3 years after that election result was announced, and in what way is Mahmoud Yakub keeping a different election result from the one that was declared at 4 a.m. early in the morning?
Really? Did I not tell you here that evil doesn't last forever? All the conspirators now, they are singing Keneri. All the conspirators now, you can see.
He said Yakubu should make public the details.
Really?
The detailed results from the polling units, even if they had been tampered with, in order to put to rest lingering controversies over the conduct of the election.
Yes, it is said that he who laughs
laughs best.
I have told Obi, go and buy champagne and be popping. And be popping because you won that election. You have been vindicated without even any violence, without buying any. People voted for you and they hijack it. Now, what they took away from you by force, it is now making them to purge.
Yeah.
Yes, they are purging now.
Yes.
All of them are going to toilet one by one. When this truth has been revealed, is it not purging? It's purging them. You know, when the stomach will take the wrong food, it will purge.
Yes.
It will purge. There is a proverb in my place. Do you know what he said? Esther. He said, I agree that this thing belongs to me, then take it. It will make me happier. I agree that, yeah, this is your word, is my own. But don't take my thing and be boasting. No. You have a problem with it. Agree that this thing is my own, then take it. But don't claim that it belongs to you. It cannot belong to you. You cannot give what you don't have. That's the truth.
That's right.
So all this thing they did to Obi now, is it not showing? Yeah. Esther, is it not showing now? Even when the evidence was there during that election, during that result. Can you see now, Esther, can you see that evil have taken over Nigeria? If not, a hand of God cannot be in this type of thing and things are like this. It's not possible. So, when Satan said that whatever he gives you, will come for it too. You don't know what is going on here. You use all manner of things to gain power and get victory. Yes. Are you enjoying it now, Esther? Is it not when God gives you that you relax?
Wahala.
You be focused.
Wahala.
You do due diligence. You perform. You will achieve results.
But
when something is from the other side, my dear, it is a question of time before the whole thing will go berserk.
Well, Barrister, somebody sent me something on Facebook, on WhatsApp here. Says, good evening, Esther. I'm Francis from Imo State, based here in Ejigbo, Lagos State. Imo State government has come again. They want to use empowerment to snatch people's PVC. So there's an empowerment form empowerment scheme from Imo State, you have to put your name, and that is your bank, your account number, okay, your NIN number, your voter's card number, your telephone number, BVN, and
They
occupation.
did it the other time.
Then you have to put your local government, your ward, your polling unit, community, and then you sign.
How desire welcome my sisters to the learn and so me say
It's their gimmick. They did it the other time. Remember, it was Ugochinyere who alerted Nigeria to what Hope Uzodinma was doing in Imo State. They even put the name of dead people. You see Jackson. You will see all manner of names from abroad. Meanwhile, you can't trace these people in any home in Imo State.
No, but why ask for people's PVC number?
You are asking me. You don't
what do you
know,
want to do with it?
Are you serious? So that it will not be validated that you are the one that is doing this thing. That is, somebody will now use that thing to go and do whatever.
Once your BVN is there, why do you need to put your PVC number there?
You say what?
Once your BVN, that is your bank verification number, is on the form, which obviously
they say they want to use it to empower people.
That's what I'm saying. Why put your PVC, your personal voter's card number there?
Look, you didn't hear what somebody said in the morning. Was it not in the morning? Yes. On how they have now used AI and all these new high-tech inventions to manipulate the election. You didn't hear from, I think it was our own.
Yes, I heard that actually.
Rufai.
This morning.
Yes, who was saying it? I can't go directly to what he said, but he said something like that on what they are doing now from ECA or something that they are duplicating it. So whatever you see there, you think that the same from somewhere.
No, they called it inside INEC secret plot.
Can you imagine?
To manipulate 2027
so
elections
to
for
tell
the
you that yeah, this is have already
and that
started.
Abdurazak Yusuf is cheap to replace Yakubu.
So you can see.
Do you need a loan for your business? Well, if you've been around for over a year,
no, I don't need that.
They're already working hard on these things. Yes, you can see. I pity those who are supporting APC. I really pity them. They are part of the problem.
They don't pity themselves. So
look at what a man is doing to get because of selfish. You want to destroy Nigeria because of selfish interest. Esther, this thing will cause problem. How many times have I? This thing will cause problem because go and check. In the history of this country, it has always been an election that causes problem. Go and check.
They said that, according to Sahara reporters, that it will be tested during the Anambra election.
Of course.
And also in Osun and states.
Exactly.
That they can exclusively reveal to Nigerians and the international community the alleged rigging strategy being perfected within INEC. That according to a credible insider information, the scheme is being coordinated by INEC's ICT and Operations Department under the outgoing chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, and it is designed to be handed over to his successor to execute in favor of the ruling All Progressives Congress and President Bola Tinubu in the upcoming 2027 elections. An insider at INEC headquarters disclosed that the commission has been refining its rigging tactics since the public outcry that trailed the irregularities of the 2023 general elections. The new template, the source explained, is engineered to undermine the IRA portal by uploading pre-written results from targeted polling units. That the test has been running since 2023. So the strategy has already been test run. The off-season governorship election in Kogi State reportedly saw pre-prepared results appear on the IRF as early as 8 a.m. on election day. And that similar tactics were deployed in Ondo and Edo governorship polls, producing outcomes the source described as heavily manipulated, as well as was in several recent by-elections that was tilted in the APC's favor.
Esther, have you seen it now? So even if they correct the electoral reform, Esther, are we safe?
Exactly. Exactly.
You can see. When I was shouting here that leadership is not for everybody, Esther, leadership is not for everybody.
It's
that
not,
was why God was choosing his leaders in the Bible.
It's not.
He chooses his leader. I'm telling you. But in Nigeria, anybody that come and open mouth, they follow him. Esther, they follow him.
Hey, may welcome.
People used to mesmerize everybody. He was fighting under Nadeko. He was fighting Kiniko. He was this. He was that. Now look at the result. Esther, look at the result. We now jump from Buhari's frying pan into Tinubu's fire. This thing that it will bring down Nigeria down if they are not careful. Esther, quote me. Because nobody will tolerate this rascality in the name of election. This is pure rascality. Can't you do election and then let the winner emerge? Let the people's will prevail for God's sake, Esther. Can't we do something like that? So when you went through this miss, Esther, can you beat your chest and say you have won? Tell me. Tell me. They did everything to enter in 23. Okay, perform now. Do the work you swore to do. You couldn't perform. And you still want to repeat the same thing again. And you want Nigerians to clap for you and welcome it. Are you serious? I want to see how it will happen. I want to see. Because let me tell you, when somebody thinks that he's so powerful, in my community or in my village or anywhere else, the villagers will gather together and say, this man, you are giving us too much headache. We want to see that your power. You saw Gulliver travel. What did Lilliputian do to that man who claimed to be giant? So when they bring him down and tie him up, and they were matching him, walking on top of his chest. That is how it has always been. From Adolf Hitler to Benito Mussolini, to all these evil men who passed through this earth. You saw how they ended up, Esther. Is that not true? Yeah. My worry here is that before they go, they will take lives with them. Hitler and the Second World War consumed 64 million lives, Esther, worldwide.
All right. Barrister Darlington, it's a pleasure to have you here. We'd have loved to continue the conversation. Unfortunately, we're not going to take calls. I won't be able to read out any other message. We have programs coming up already, and we have adverts to actually play. So we sincerely do apologize. I'm sure you know that we took extra time because we just came on air. But trust me, tomorrow, Barrister Darlington will be here with us on Tuesday evening, where we get to diverse more issues. And
do you understand Igbo? Wow, so that's impressive.
We sincerely do apologize. We just had to take 1 hour. We
want
just
to hear
barely came
what
up on air, I
else
think a few minutes ago. So
please,
we sincerely do apologize, and that's why we extended till now. But we can't take calls and we can't read out messages. Occasions to issues.
That is very annoying, serious, very, very painful. Very painful that you imagine you in your father's land, where you are born, somebody who came from nowhere will be telling you that you are not from there, you are Omoye, you are a bastard. How will you feel? No, tell me, how will you feel, Esther? When we say this, it look like a joke. You can't try that with me, oh. You can't, oh. If I don't pull gun, I'll pull a cutlass, so we'll end up somewhere. What kind of rubbish is that one now? And nobody have a monopoly of
who is saying you can't try that with me? Are you referring to others or you're referring to yourself?
I don't know whether you are joining them. I don't know. I don't know, Esther. I don't know. Because every time we raise this issue, you be telling me to calm down. How can you calm down?
We're not barbarians.
Yes, it's true. But barbarians are taking over your life. They are dictating for you what will happen and what will not happen.
We're not primitives.
Esther, listen very well. Listen very well. It is a shame for anybody to allow himself to be destroyed by a witch.
Exactly.
My Bible says, do not suffer a witch to live.
Who is a witch?
If a witch chop you until you die, then tomorrow that witch repents. He may have gone to heaven, no? And you are a loser. So don't allow anybody you are better off to come and tell you sorry. Rather tell that person sorry. Did you hear me? That is my principle. Go on. I read one book. Sidney Shedd on the other side of the middle.
Oh my God, I read that book.
Constantine Demerit. He said what? He didn't believe in the Bible principle of an eye for an eye. In his own case, he takes an entire head for an eye. That is the only way people can leave him to do his business. Get it right. All this, we don't want problem. Meanwhile, you are creating problem.
Exactly.
How can Lagos say they want peace in Lagos? Meanwhile, they are arming Agberos to be disturbing everybody. They have kept these Agberos somewhere. As their foot soldiers, every little thing, they mobilize them against anybody. And you are telling me that with all of us should be keeping quiet for them, Abi? Elta, you don't know what people are going through because of these people. You don't know. Come on to build their house, they will be there. Omonile, Omoda. Their father does not own any land. They didn't build anyone. They are not going about looking for people. You know? This thing that they are even doing beside us here. You saw how many times they have come here to ask for money, Esther? For something that they don't belong to them. What kind of rubbish is this? And you say we should not want barbarians. Are you serious?
I'm just saying that we are not barbarians.
Really?
We're not primitive.
No, Esther, please. If that is a joke, I don't want to indulge that joke.
What do you mean what is a joke? We're not barbarians.
Esther goes to collect.
Rise up and challenge this boy.
Exactly.
Challenge them for once. If all of us, they will pack all of us inside police cell or prison, let us go there. Let us challenge this body.
I agree with you, Barrister Darlington. Yes. Yes.
Every little thing they come and tell you, you don't want to tell them. Who are you? Don't tell me that Lagos belongs to you. Who are you? APC. That APC own Lagos. Is it no longer Yoruba own Lagos? Is that APC, Esther?
Nobody said APC owns Lagos.
Is that not what they did the revival?
Exactly.
If you are not APC, you can't do anything here. Is that not the meaning? No, tell me now. And you say you are running a democracy. Are you serious? When did Lagos become somebody's property? Property.
Lagos belongs to the
property.
Lagos is a
somebody. Yes, I told you here. Yes, there are indigenous Yorubas. They should rise up and challenge this nonsense. That's what we are saying here. They should rise up and challenge people that are painting them black, giving them a bad name. It's a few of them.
They should send them back to their where they come from. If everybody made them send everybody out of
this is their son, for God's sake, Esther. This is their son. Now, wow.
Madibo Revival has his legal representative. You are not officially one of the legal representatives, but well done and thank you for giving us insight and speaking passionately about this.
Barrister Darlington don't vex. He turned his chair around. He said, no, I'm not even going to entertain. So let me quickly come to this video as to what this man said, because I had the
talking and
let me turn this
putting so much emphasis on Peter Obi's structure on the social media is because they are afraid of the social media.
Yep.
When people begin to talk about the same thing again and again,
serious coconut head, Natu.
Attracting their attention. If they are saying Peter Obi's supporters are too busy on the social media and they have no structure outside the social media, they are also too busy noticing them on the social media. And the reason why the social media is the greatest platform, is the strongest platform to bring awareness, because in Nigeria today, even our mainstream journalism has failed. There are very few honest journalists who will come out and tell us the truth of the nation and what is happening, the situation of the nation and the state of the political parties,
APC woman leader,
the judiciary, the legislative, and all.
Oh my God!
Nobody's telling us the truth. They are not even telling us the truth about the state of the nation. So, we thank God. There are lots of fake news on the social media, but there are lots of true news, and we know how to sieve them. Leave that to us. We can sieve the truth from the lies. But the social media is doing a lot. I told people when this thing started that even before Peter Obi began to talk about structure, I spoke about structure, and I told people that I am a structure for Peter Obi. And I've convinced a lot of people, thousands of people from Peter Obi. You understand? Because people trust me, people believe in me. So when I tell them that I'm supporting Peter Obi, they are like, wow, if you are supporting Peter Obi, we will stand for it. All over the world. And the reason is because he is honest. He is like I told people, he is not a saint. He doesn't have it all, but he's a good man. And I trust him. And because I trust him, we are going to stand with him. Now, coming to his campaign strategy, we are going to fix all that. I'm going to get involved in that. We are going to restructure the plans that we have for Peter Obi. Peter Obi will not even believe it. We are going to change the political system. Ladies and gentlemen, there are things you can do. I don't want to say those things on tape because they are secrets. Now there are things we can do that you will win election without any problem. We are in Nigeria. If Peter Obi can get 30 million votes, he has won. Very true. And we can conveniently get more than 30 million votes. You have won. If you can get 30 million votes in Nigeria, you have won the election. Hands down. And that's what we are doing. We are going to do because we have the strategy. We know how to do it. I'm an evangelist. I gather thousands of people to fill up stadiums. I know how to mobilize people. So I am going to mobilize people from Nigeria under the platform of Peter Obi.
Hello, everyone. This one is an amazing Ovekuve. Hey, you know, it's just like you know, you get to hear some messages that just resonate. It's like all the things you've been saying, somebody has just wrapped it and summarized it in one thing, and that's on period. Let me start by this video. Honestly, before I go on, share, like, subscribe this video, wherever you need to. If you need to cut it out of my this thing, go and share it on your platforms and all of that. Do that, because we need this thing to really go viral, especially this message from Reverend Yika Yusuf. It's so powerful and it says everything. First of all, he talked about the fact that people, they are saying that they are laughing and mocking and saying that Peter Obi does not have structure, it's only social media noise. Some of them, there are some people that supported him before, they are not supporting again. Let me tell you something. If truly Peter Obi does not have structure, guess what? They will not say it. Yeah. They will not talk. They will not talk. Have you seen them talking that, oh, Peter Obi does not have people that will rig election for him, that will fight for him, that will do violence, that will go and beat people, that will talk? Have you seen them talking about it? You know why? Because they know he doesn't have. So they'll be silent on that one. Anyone that they know he doesn't have, they'll just be laughing and happy. They will not even want you to even notice it, or Peter Obi to notice it, or even want to know anything about it. They'll keep quiet so that on that day, that's their weapon. You cannot go, you are fighting someone, then you are telling the person, this is what you don't have, so that, oh, you want the person to fix it to fight you. No. The reason why they are doing it is mind engineering, gaslighting. They want you to believe that you don't have it, so that you are weakened. So it's a psychological warfare, you understand, that they are doing. And which is, if you want to do, dark wherever, that's what you need to do. Which is to let the people feel that they are powerless, you don't have anything, so why bother? So in the way they are telling you that you, as a supporter of Mr. Peter Obi, they are trying to say to you that why they bother now, they cannot get structure, why you want to waste your voice? People stay at home, or people vote another person now. If they say no get structure, they don't go talk now. This is what I want you to understand. And the way he said it. And then the second thing that he said we will mobilize. In short, I had to write down, where is this? There was something that he said that was so instructive. I wrote it down that oh my goodness, where did I write this thing? No, I wrote it down just now. The way he put it was that I will mobilize for Nigeria using the platform of Peter Obi. Oh, powerful. This is what I've been saying. Instead of you sitting there to can Peter Obi defend the way? Can Peter Obi? You do your part. Mobilize for Peter Obi. Go and look for. This is not about what Peter Obi or whatever. Even if Peter Obi say no, they go tell us, okay, you must do this work. This Jackie work to fix Nigeria, you must do one. As you see, Peter Obi like work. The other day they told him to rest too. He's not feeling fine. No, they told, as soon as the rest don't be, thank God one saying in short. I don't even know how they got to. On a serious note, I don't even know how they even got Peter Obi to rest, because I remember during the election, man, that guy was so. You understand? We're so afraid let him not collapse. There were times when he wasn't feeling too strong, but he kept on going. At one time, I remember we had one meeting. We were like, should we get the doctor? Let them force him, maybe give him injection, whatever, so he rest and sleep. And they were like, no, you can't do that. It has to be with his permission and stuff like that. So this one that he even took respect, see the rest. How long? You don't say for the rest. You don't come on, you don't they work. So this is somebody that wants to do Jackie work. So your job, and Peter Obi is already doing what he needs to do. You understand? It is not Peter Obi's job for him to go and get the vote. It is you and I's job. And if he fails, and not just to get the vote, to get the vote, to protect the vote, and ensure that INEC, remember the people in INEC, they live amongst us, their brothers and sisters, our family, or whatever, our whatever, children and all of that. So we got to talk to them to do the right thing. As you are eating food, not go there, go collect money, forget say Nigeria Day. So when we do it, and ensure that INEC count and give the votes to Peter, because that's how we've done our work. His own work, he's already doing it. He's everywhere. He's going everywhere. There's no place you will enter that you will not hear the name Peter Obi. That he has done his work. Our own work now is to ensure that we mobilize people, we vote, those votes are protected, those votes are counted, and he's sworn in. And then when he is sworn in, we hold him accountable for him to work. That is our job. Any other thing, we are just the one who are failing. It's not Peter B. So when you sit down and you say, Peter B has not done this one, Peter B media, you to the media, or that become the media. Madam, become the media. We show you will come the two and you will not speak for us. Or you think that to fix your agenda, your own is just to work on the election day and just do like this and go away. No, we are not there. We have a lot, we have devils, we have evil people that want to destroy every one of our lives. So it's every one of us that has to get up, stand up, and fight this battle. This one is battle. Isn't that principality and power that you are talking about? The G's are genuine. Now then they villa so. Now then they all the state houses. Now then the National Assembly. Now then they state houses of assembly. Most of them. So it is your duty and my duty to ensure that the right people get in there that are going to vote, they are going to fight for us. While you are getting people be there, the National Assembly, state houses of assembly, you also now begin to look for who are the people that are courageous and go there, stand for you, fight for you. If they are going to borrow nonsense money, you will say no. The other day they brought out, I saw headline that the speaker said, oh, the borrowing that is too much, they are borrowing Nigeria to the guy not wake up. The next time I see another headline, oh no, he did not say it to a whole speaker who is supposed to be number 4 position in this Nigeria. He's still being cowardly. He cannot come out and say because they have been controlled, they are being controlled. So it is there for you to vote in people that nobody can control them. We need coconut heads in the National Assembly and state houses of assembly. Anyway, thank you so much.
All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna start a new show with so we can watch Precious together. She's always bringing she's always bringing live guests, and they always get to interact with people in Nigeria as well, so we can hear what's going on. So thank you so much for all the polls. I really appreciate it. So will regional government work for Nigerians? 67 votes total, and 61% says yes, 38% says no. And then the one I had before where it says is Nepal possible in Nigeria, right? I think 90 something percent. Where is that poll? You don't go far. It have gone far. Yeah, the poll about, okay. Is Nepal possible? 52% said no, 47% said yes. And then the first one that I had was Jonathan. Yeah, there's rumors that they are saying that Jonathan, whether Jonathan should step down, or Peter Obi should step down, or Jonathan they're asking Peter Obi to step down for Jonathan. And the voting was, and then I asked, do you agree? 51% said no, and 48% said yes. So thank you all for engaging with it. I'm going to end this live now, and I'm going to start a new one so we can both watch Precious together. All right. Thank you.